Oh, there we go.
Hello, travelers, and welcome to Tales from the Catacombs. I have overthrown Brenna's reign and now sit upon the throne of Dungeon Master. Actually, David wasn't feeling well today. We wish him well. But we could not continue our story of Razia Shadow without our rogue. So today, I will be running a little one-shot for your enjoyment instead. But before we jump in, please be sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Also, give us a follow on our newly launched Twitch channel. And of course, always feel free to join our Discord to chat with us about D&D and other nerdy things while we wait eagerly for the sessions to come. All links to so forth and so on can be found in the description below. And unless we have other announcements, question mark?
I think we're good.
Sweet.
I'm
Discord, Twitch, Josh.
Yeah, all
David.
the things.
Prayers out.
Then let's go ahead and jump into this evening's Tale from the Catacombs. And we begin in a place that none of you expected to be. The three of you wake up, bolt upright, as suddenly you realize you're on a beach. There are waves crashing against the shore. There are palm trees around you. You can hear seagulls overhead. You glance around, you can see very close by, you can see the surf breaking against the sand. You turn to the other side, you can see surf on that side as well. You are on a small island. Viola and Ste'yn, of course, you know each other and see only what you would expect to see there, but there is a third person who is not a person you would expect to see. So, Brenna, if you could describe your character.
Sure.
What do Ste'yn and Viola see?
Ste'yn and Viola see a halfling, very plainly dressed in kind of just some simple travel clothes, but also this cloak, this tunic she's got on. And the most kind of standout thing about her is just these streaks of green she has in her hair, and that is kind of folded into her braid. But otherwise, she's incredibly simplistic looking, very small, both in stature and kind of stance, as she's kind of like sits up and she's like cross-legged, hands in her lap, and just a very quiet and simple looking figure with kind of tanned skin as if she belongs on the beach, but also has a hunched kind of look, like she very clearly spends a lot of time hunched over books.
Who are you?
Oh, wow. She spoke to me. Oh my goodness.
Yes, I did, and I asked you a question.
Oh, yes, of course. Hello. My name is Karita. You're Ste'yn, right? And you're Viola?
Yes,
That
that's us.
is our names, yeah. How's it
I
going?
I'm a little confused and also feeling very fortunate that I get to say hello to you in person.
Well, hello then.
Howdy
You seem
doody.
to know us, but we don't really know you.
Oh, I'm sorry. And Karita kind of unfolds herself a little bit and crawls instead of thinking to stand, and then like offers a hand towards the very, very tall both of them. And she says, "My name is Karita Floor. I'm an arcane student, and I do very well. I don't think I could stand up to your impressive feats, but I will do my best for wherever we are. If I can help you at all, I appreciate that.
Well,
Sorry, I'll stop. Is that too much?
You're fine. No, that's not too much. I have a feeling that we're all going to need each other's help to figure out where the heck we are and what to do next, I guess. I mean, I'm all for hanging out on the beach and just like relaxing and getting a tan, but like, I don't think we're on vacation right now, so
I don't really like getting sand in my armor now.
yeah. And I can tell you don't tan, so.
I've never been to a beach
No.
before. It's very bright out here. It's not like the lights in my classes. Very bright.
The outdoors does tend to be more well lit during the day.
Oh, outdoors. I don't get a lot of that very often either.
You should. It's good for you.
It's good for the mind.
That's what I'm told, but there's always something else to learn, you know? Of course, you know.
I was never much a classroom one myself, actually, so.
Of course, you learn by experience, obviously, and it's so encouraging to know. I thought I might try something a little different, and she kind of points to her hair. Festival season, I was told, go and try something new, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Something very
So
cool.
those are
and
colored or magic then, not just part of your normal hair.
I was told I shouldn't use magic for that. I normally would, and so someone gave me some powder. But now, and like she
Oh.
touches her hand,
Oh.
and then looks at her hand, and it's just like covered in green stain powder. I don't know if I'll do this one again, but it was a
But
great
definitely
learning
wash that out
experience.
before you go to sleep tonight, or else your pillow will be green.
Oh,
Unless
right.
you're a back sleeper, I guess, since it's only on the sides.
Well, it is coming down in the braids, and that does tend to.
True. That is true.
I thought you might like the braid. If I ever got
I
to
do
meet
like
you.
the braid.
The braid.
Clearly, the
It
braid
is
is
a very
in
nice braid.
style.
Braids look great in your hair. All the stories I've heard about the vivere, all I've heard, they always seem to mention that you have these beautiful braids in your hair. Even Snow has beautiful braids in his hair.
He does.
Sometimes we have a little party and braid each other's hair.
Oh, I would love to participate
We have yet
in
to
that
get
one
Bo
day.
in on that.
That is true. Bo seems
day.
to refrain. One of these days. Isn't there like a spell called Hold Person? Couldn't we use that?
So that one, give me a little bit more time, and I'll get one I can use to hold him.
Perfect.
Powerful enough not to be held by such a spell. That's incredible.
Yes, he's quite the tricky one sometimes, but
All the time?
It
he's
is.
trying to be nice.
Oh, man.
It is awfully warm out here, though.
I'm sorry, should I move back?
Ste'yn.
She's just as funny in person.
She's just as full of herself in person.
I can be quite
But-
amusing when I want.
Look at her. It's warranted.
It's true.
Oh, man. Well.
We should probably look around and figure out where we are and how
Yeah.
we get out of here.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Perhaps there is a mode of transportation along a port, perhaps?
We can walk
Where
around and see.
are we? Do we look around and see anything to indicate where we are besides a beach?
You look around and you see that you are on an island. You can see the
Oh.
ocean in every direction
Oh.
on all
How-
sides.
You said a small island, but does that mean like there's no forest in the middle? It's just a small.
Correct.
okay.
There are palm trees, but it's not dense enough that stops your perception. You can see in every direction, 360 degrees. Can see it's something of an oval in shape or rectangle in shape. Probably not more than say 80 feet from end to end.
As he measures on the map.
Well, I didn't
Perhaps
memorize
80
it.
feet.
Well, there doesn't seem to be
well,
much in terms of a port or something here, but we should probably give it a good walk around and see what there is to find. I
how good
recommend
of
staying
swimmers
close.
are y'all?
Perhaps there is something arcane about
Perhaps
this.
I'm making a joke, and Viola will start walking around the beach looking for stuff.
Oh.
All right. Are you just surveying the area, or are you looking
Viola
for anything in
is
particular?
staying close to the water. She's kind of kicking around in the sand and looking like down to see if anything's hidden in the sand or anything.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Maybe the Viola dice will be kinder to me today.
It's a special
19.
Very nice. You don't see anything hidden in the sand, but as you make a loop around the island, you do see that there seems to be a few barrels that are just dotted around in different places. Looking closer at some of these, you do find near the center of the island, there seems to be an old campfire, long since cold.
Viola will open one of the barrels.
All right. You grab one of the barrels. It feels like it's probably empty or else has something very light in it. Go ahead and give me a strength check to try to wrench it open.
Just straight up strength.
Mhm.
19 again.
Excellent. With no difficulty at all for you, you wrench the lid off of the barrel and look inside, and it is, in fact, empty. However, at the same time that you do that, all three of you hear a sound. Something as if steps in shallow water and this strange chittering and clacking sound.
Oh no.
Oh my.
You all look over and you see this large creature. It's got tentacles coming out of its mouth and two enormous pincers on either side of it. I need you all to roll initiative for me, please.
Guess it's time for a fish fry.
I was thinking crab cakes.
Guess what I forgot to grab? Give me half a
Technically
second.
both. It sounds like we can have both.
Listen, we could
Oh, I get
we could
advantage on
make a
initiative.
feast.
Oh yeah. Seafood boil. There we go.
Crab
see
rape, yes.
This large four-legged creature with many tentacles that look like they have possibly little stingers, perhaps, on the ends of them there at the south side of the island. Y'all can place yourselves wherever you think you would have been on the island.
Who's getting voted off the island?
Oh, we get to see a map now. How exciting. Let's see if this works, guys. Hey, look, a map.
Well, it probably would have been here.
Oh.
What's that barrel? I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
There's a place you want to get.
No. How do I do the thing where I make our pictures go away?
You want to
there is an
go to your
option- Oh, mhm.
You want to go to your settings. You want to go to audio and video display, and go to names only when it says play your
Perfect.
video avatar size.
Thank you, ma'am.
At your service.
Alrighty, how did we do on initiatives, Brenna?
I rolled a Initiative is +1. 6.
Kassie.
17.
Very nice. And Catherine.
14.
Excellent. Viola, you are going first.
Well, Viola is just gonna head right up to this thing and give it a little smackaroony with her rapier. Oh, that's a 9.
9 does not hit.
She's gonna.
You stab forward with your rapier, and this thing seems to be coated in these slick, thick plates, and it just slides right off. Second attack.
Nasty.
Yick.
That is a 15.
15 just misses, unfortunately.
Dang it! Well, then she's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark because I should have done that in the first place, but it's fine because my attacks missed anyways.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Alright.
That's all she's got.
All right, that brings us to the creature. It's going to make its pincer attacks against you since you're right up close and personal. First one definitely misses with a 9. The other one is a 19.
I feel like it shouldn't hit, but right now my thing says it's 19. I thought I had a 20 though.
Is it not taking into account your dual wielding?
Maybe. Let me look
Is
at
your
my
background
other...
set right? Like
Mm.
any.
If anything,
Typically she is at a
copying it.
20. I opened up it's just the copy, so I don't know. But typically my original that I made the copy from says 20, so it does not hit.
Oh, it's because of your fighting initiate feat. I think you had the fighting style that ups your AC by 1. I think that's defense. The defense fighting style. So when it's like a weird glitch in D&D Beyond. Whenever you copy a sheet, it doesn't copy down the options, the optional things that you have to choose between like that. So everything else is in there, but like you do have to make your choice for the fighting initiate. I think maybe the ability score increases too. That one might not. That one might be fine. I'm not sure. And your weapon masteries, I think, will need to be.
Yeah.
selected
I
again.
just noticed that none of those were chosen, so that's what I'm doing now. But no, that does not hit.
So, but yeah, okay. So, it's with its large pincers snaps at you. You're able to dodge out of the way, and your armor absorbs the blow. Ste'yn.
Ste'yn is going to. We're going to start with just a Sacred Flame. I need a dexterity saving throw. How dexy are you?
That is a 12. Not particularly.
Alrighty. Excellent. It's
Good
going
to
to
know.
take. Oh, that's pretty good. 11. 16 points of radiant damage.
Very nice. Any bonus action or movement?
Bonus action, we're gonna give Shield of Faith to our new wizard friend over there.
Oh, how gracious.
To Carita.
Feel this little bit of warmth as Ste'yn herself protects you.
She is. Oh, uh-oh. What did I do? I lowered something. There it is. She is over the moon. She is absolutely
That
giddy.
gives you a +2 to your AC for right now.
Fantastic. Apparently her AC is pretty buns. Did I put it together the sheet well? I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure.
Wizards are usually pretty squishy.
I know.
Well, you gotta get the mage armor going. Speaking of which, unless you would like to move, Ste'yn, that
No,
is
we're good.
your turn, which brings us to Carita.
All right. She
This is your chance to impress your new friends.
She absolutely is. She wants to be brave. She wants to be brave. in this
Cast
thing,
fireball.
you know, and blow everybody up. She would like. So she has the +2 from Ste'yn. I think she would like to try this spell. The thing might be strong, but we'll find out. She'd like to try using her binding cantrip.
Okay.
Let's see if she's in range to do that.
I believe the range for that is 30 feet. So you are absolutely within range for that.
Excellent. She'll move a little closer just so she can not have her vision impaired in case by these palm trees. And then she will attempt to bind this creature, and it needs to do a strength saving throw.
All right. That is not very good, but it is a very large and strong creature. That is a 17.
Oof. It just passes. The magical ropes are not able to hold it. So sad.
Ste'yn and Viola, you watch as these glowing bright gold ropes come out of nowhere, out of the ground, and just wrap around it. This creature's bursts out of them. But it looked like it could have been cool.
It was going to be so cool. You just hear a little sad oh as it doesn't hold. And then she does not have a bonus action she would like to do, so I think she's just going to hold back and recalibrate her plans.
Viola, back to the top with you. I cannot hear you.
I muted myself because this one was barking and I forgot. But she is just going to start swinging again, even though I still haven't figured out what the issue is, but I'm looking. That is a 16.
A 16 will hit. Just hits.
Beautiful.
Now we know.
What is that? That's what that is. 14.
14 points of damage.
And then she's going to swing with her offhand weapon. Ooh, that's a nat 20, baby.
Heck yeah.
My immediate reaction was Sentinel. Is that happening? No,
I'm not Sentinel, my friend.
I can't remember. Do I double the die of Hunter's Mark as well? I want to say that I did because it's a die.
Right. I believe that is
Get
how
to roll
Brenna usually
46s. And some of those are pretty bad. 15.
Nicely done. It's looking bloodied.
Whoops. Ignore that.
Anything for a bonus action?
And then she'll take her other attack action. Her bonus action was her short sword.
Gotcha.
That's another critical hit because I rolled a 19.
Heck yeah. But it was
Gonna
just
make
a
sushi.
warm-up for Viola before. You were
Sushi.
testing
Oh, yeah.
it, and now you're
yeah, that's it.
Now I know what's happening.
We're warmed
Let's
up.
just finish this right now.
I want to go home. Get out of here.
It is a very pretty beach.
23.
Nice. It's looking rough.
And that's all
Alright.
she's got.
Already enraged, this creature is going to make its attacks on you again. That's way better than the last time. The lowest is a 21.
Oh.
So they're both going to hit. You're going to take 7 points from the first and another 7 from the second pincer. And in the second pincer clamps down on you and holds you, and you are now grappled. And now that it has you grappled, it reaches forward with all of its tentacles coming out of its mouth, and they whip forward to try to sting you. I need to make a Constitution saving throw to resist whatever this poison is.
24.
Excellent. You feel this poison enter your system, and you feel all of the muscles in your body start to constrict, like it was going to paralyze you. And you grit your teeth and resist the effect. Push past it.
I'm just that strong.
Heck yeah. You are still grappled, but you are not poisoned.
Love that for me.
Right. We're going to try and wrap this up, and we're going to cast Toll the Dead. I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Ding dong. That is 2.
Excellent.
I think that's gonna fail.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe.
That's going to be 19 necrotic damage.
Incredible. How do you want to do this?
You just hear the sound of this bell ringing, and as that bell just keeps ringing, it starts basically making the carapace of the creature shake and tremble until it just shakes and trembles so much it falls apart into pieces.
Take
Now-
that.
You now have a seafood dinner.
First beach trip, first sushi dinner. Oh, this is the best day of Karina's life.
Somebody light that fire. Let's roast these crab legs. Actually, this thing's pretty gross. I don't want to eat it.
You have to handle it like a puffer fish.
The pincer, now that it is dead, is easy enough to just push off of you. Its massive claw falls to the ground and smashes the side of another barrel that was nearby. And you hear something, like there was something in that barrel.
Let's go see what it is.
We'll check that out.
What is that?
And there is a small vial of clear liquid, about a shot's worth.
Oh,
Too bad we don't
goodness.
have Snow here. He could tell us what this is.
Don't suppose Stan's gonna look over at Karina. Karina, do you have any means of identifying things?
Well, I tend to rely on just my own basic knowledge. I can detect if there's magic nearby. I can tell you if it's a magical potion. Looks very much like one, but I could make sure. If that would be okay.
That would be
Yeah, why not?
If you don't need it, it's all right. I don't want to get in your way. You guys are such phenomenal adventurers.
Yes, but we rely on the help of many.
Okay.
And she'll sort of pass the vial over. If you just want to check it, you could maybe see if you can just figure out what it is,
Certainly.
or if it's magical or not.
She will take the vial in her little hands, and she'll start to inspect it as she does with anything, and she will also ritually cast detect magic. She's like, I just need a few minutes, and then she'll ritually cast detect magic on it.
While
Alrighty.
she's doing that, Viola will go check the other barrels.
Alrighty. Make an investigation check.
Can I help her?
Yes, you may. Advantage.
Thank you. I rolled a 2 and a 20. So nat 20.
Advantage.
Thanks, Ste'yn.
Your third in 10 minutes. Viola's on fire.
That's wild.
You go through all the barrels quick as anything. By the time Detect Magic is finished being cast, you have found 2 more identical vials.
Hey, there's one for each of us. Who wants to bet these are shots?
These vials of clear liquid carita are magical. You are detecting an interesting variety of magic. Interestingly, there is conjuration, transmutation, and illusion, all working on these tiny potions.
So each one has all 3 or one of each?
Correct. They are all 3 of them seem to be identical in terms of the magic that you're detecting from them, at least.
Could I use my arcane knowledge to give a guess as to what they might be, even if I cannot firmly identify them with magic?
You can always try.
I'd like to give it a try. Let's
Make an
see.
Arcana check.
I shall. I think she does okay in Arcana. It's only a, +8, which is necessary for these terrible dice.
Soon she'll be up to snuff.
Yay! That's a 12.
Okay. Well, you know what illusion and conjuration and transmutation can do, but you have no idea what these potions specifically might do.
I understand the types of magic that are permeating in these particular potions, but I couldn't tell you exactly what they do, other than create something, change it into something else, and make you think it's even another something else.
None of those things sound like things that will kill us, so I vote we all just take it at the same time. 3 of us, 3 potions. I mean,
That
come
feels
on.
purposeful.
I've
Like
heard
someone
so
set
much.
this up.
Mm.
And this doesn't feel like real life. This feels like a dream or something.
A dream?
It's a fantasy.
Somewhere the gods are laughing at us.
Correct.
Well, there doesn't seem to be any way off of here. Nothing else nearby.
Nothing
With
else to
detect-
do either.
With Detect Magic still going, could Karita go about the island and see if anything else pings?
Very quickly, very easily. There is nothing else magical on the island aside from your 2 very magical new friends.
Covered in magic. They really are. Oh.
Well,
She's just
Viola,
kind
I
of
guess,
like.
doesn't have that
Well,
many
it's just
magic.
like Viola's
She has a-
pinky is, but
Yeah, you got.
and her coin, I guess, maybe.
Is her coin
you
still
got, like
magic?
a medallion and your ring, and you got a couple things, but not very much. Ste'yn's a little bit more, but
A little more vibrant.
He's a little more
Oh
sparkly.
yeah, true. The
mhm.
medallion still has stuff in it. My hairpin, no more uses in that one.
That's a shame. We like that pin. I don't see anything else that might be magical on this island. Just you 2, which I already knew, and these potions that we have.
Well,
And I guess it's bottoms up.
You're so brave.
we should all like toast before we, that's the right way to do it.
It's like the drinking games I've heard that you play when you're taking
You've-
breaks from your adventures.
You've heard about those.
Of
they're-
course she has.
The
That's
most
better
famous,
than all the things that we fought.
the most famous one I heard is probably one of your earliest lures. In this tavern, there was some type of betting going on. There was cheating involved. You figured it all out.
Oh.
There was yelling, and Ste'yn was threatening and stopping. Oh, it was amazing. Sorry, I said too much. I'm being too loud. I was very
Just realized those stories were being told too.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well, I'd be
Welcome to
honored.
Inkwells.
I'd be honored to join you in a drink.
Bottoms
Delight.
up to new friendships.
To new friendships.
One by one, you all take your shots. The liquid is almost completely tasteless, like water, but it burns as you swallow, as it goes down your throat, and you feel this warmth coming over you, and then your vision goes a little bit fuzzy, and then completely black.
And oop.
Uh-oh.
And right as that panic begins to set in of like, did we just drink potions that make us blind?
Oh, I've cast darkness enough times.
It fades to gray, and then your vision begins to clarify, and you find yourselves in a completely different place.
Ooh.
Looking about, you appear to be in a dark cemetery. Ste'yn, you feel
Oh,
right
this
at
is
home.
much more like home.
Of
No
course, we
more
leave the
glaring
beach and go to
sun.
a graveyard.
From
It's a
glaring
sigh of
sun to
relief.
cemetery.
I'm home.
As you give this sigh of relief, though, you realize that you feel different. And then you look towards your companions and you startle as you see yourself looking back at you.
All of us
Viola,
see
you all
ourselves.
see yourselves. Viola, you see yourself and Ste'yn. Ste'yn, you see yourself and Carita. And Carita, you see yourself and Viola. You have all switched bodies.
I'm
Fun.
the Ste'yn. She actually kind of starts to hyperventilate a little bit. This
So-
is
That's not good.
Yes.
Oh no.
did I okay, Karita, this is
I don't
everything.
I'd like to see the world from such a low point of view.
There's so much to see. How much have I missed? Is there a whole level of atmosphere and additional knowledge that I could be gaining from an additional 4 feet of height?
You're definitely getting higher knowledge.
She's just as funny. She makes me look like I'm funny. So where are we now? Do you think that we're looking for additional potions to maybe take us elsewhere?
I sincerely hope not, but I fear that might be what we're doing. There's always answers in graveyards, though. Let's look around.
I wonder whose names are on any of the tombstones, if there are in fact tombstones.
There are. Looking about with your very keen eyes, you quickly spy 13 gravestones. So for clarity, Brenna, you will now be using Ste'yn's character sheet.
Oh,
So that's another reason why you all needed to be in the campaign, was so that you can see.
It all's coming together now.
oh dear. So sorry.
So yeah. So Brenna, you are now using Ste'yn's sheet. Kassie, you are now using Carita's sheet, and Catherine, you are now using Viola's sheet.
I might not have all of my spells prepared. I might be missing 2 spells. Oops.
It says you have all 14 of them.
Does it? Oh, okay. Maybe it's just not showing for me. That's fine.
Shows it on my end.
Do you think it's counting the ones that are always prepared?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Those are
okay.
additional.
Never mind. I'm going to go out of this sheet then.
Either way, hopefully they will not all be used before you get yourself back.
We'll see. I'm going into Ste'yn's sheet.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, so exciting. These will all be used before Catherine gets them back.
Cast as many as possible.
Just start casting things.
Anyway, I saw it blasted.
Oh, I don't like magic.
Oh, I
Viola,
promise.
you find yourself
Magic.
in a very different situation.
Yeah.
Magic is enlightening to the mind. I think you would be wonderful. As spirited as you are, I think you'll take to it very quickly.
I use these swords.
I don't know what's worse, me not wearing my crown or seeing myself without my crown. Because I want to take it off of you, but also it would just not look right. If only Snow was
If
here to
you
make
would
me a flower
like it.
crown. No, I feel like it just looks wrong. I think
There's-
it's double wrong to have my body without my crown versus my spirit without my crown.
There's at least one dry flower crown in my bag if you would like one.
That would be better than nothing.
The way you two get along is so wonderful.
She sticks to me like glue.
I've heard that line before.
I feel like we invented it.
It does follow your legends
How-
around.
Huh.
So these gravestones. I feel like I
Yes.
should very much appreciate these gravestones now.
You take a look at the gravestones, and they seem to have words of some kind on them, but they are not in a language that you recognize. Make an Arcana check for me using Ste'yn's Arcana.
How is Ste'yn's Arcana? It's okay.
Not very good.
It's okay. It's +5.
That's not terrible.
Yeah.
It got better with the 2024 rules, thanks to some updates to clerics. But yeah, it's not great.
It's
It's
a
not what she was
16.
using. Okay. You get the sense as you begin looking at some of these, you get the idea that were you to string all of it together, it might be an invocation of some kind. It reads like verbal components to something.
Oh. Can we begin copying them down? She wants to reach for her grimoire and then realizes she's not. Oh.
You have a holy symbol.
Oh, how. Oh, it's
It's-
so pretty. She feels the rose symbol beneath her glove and takes the glove off and gets to look at it oh, it's the holy symbol. She gets distracted for a moment. Sorry, can
Your
I?
skin is pale.
It is. She thinks, she doesn't say it out loud, but she thinks she would like to spend more time on that beach. If we can use, I have pages, if we can use those to write down the words that we see, maybe we can put them together and see what they say. Like a little
like a good
word
plan.
puzzle.
Sure. Viola's going to cast mage armor first real quick, and then she'll take off her bag and find the papers and give them.
Alrighty. You cast mage armor on yourself, and you are immediately glad that you did, as skeletal fingers begin reaching up out of the dirt in front of every tombstone,
Fun.
and skeletons begin crawling out of the earth. And I need you
Stan
all
starts to
roll
like
good.
look really excited, or Viola starts to look really excited at this because this is Stan's bread and butter, and then she's like, "You're going to want to."
I don't have my whole
Everybody
symbol.
uses their first turn to give their person instructions on what to do.
You certainly can.
How do I fight skeletons as Ste'yn?
I want to channel the power of the light and try and turn them.
I think I'd know Ste'yn's stuff a little better.
We got a new map.
Oh, new map. Let me make sure that our friends at home can see our new map. I don't see a new map. Oh, there's more. It's below. Gotcha. Switch. There are so many, and there's so many colors.
Unfortunately, they do not have 13 colors, so some of them do repeat. And you will have to specify of like the top or bottom one, but it's better than
How
nothing.
dare
when
you.
there's 13 of them.
How rude. Aw, I missed the chance to use Eyes of the Grave. So sad.
Rip. Yeah, I feel like Stan doesn't do that very often anyway, though.
She does. Not very often, but she does, and it's just never when there's actually something undead to see. But I appreciate that.
That is
One day
hilarious.
she's gonna get it. One day I think I'm
Well,
just going to put
partially
something
also though,
there.
it's like it only works if they're not behind total cover. It's like if they're under the ground, it doesn't really
Right.
do any good.
Yeah.
Unless they're like just
So,
simmering below the surface.
yeah. Yuha's
Anyway,
asking if we can zoom in on the map on the stream.
Yes. First I have to find
Viola,
where I am.
played by Catherine.
Yeah. Okay, go to the
Initiative.
right sheet. 22.
Oh,
Very nice.
that's right, initiative.
Carita, played by Kassie.
10.
Excellent. And the lovely Ste'yn.
Has a 21.
Very nice.
Let's turn some undead.
All right, we're gonna talk to animals. I mean,
Do they count as animals?
Nope.
no.
In fact, they do not.
Dag.
Alrighty. Viola, you are up first as you are suddenly you're ready to go and then realize you have swords.
All right, how hard can it be to slash and bash? We're gonna.
You got this. I believe in you.
And we will make 2 attacks.
At which one?
We're gonna go at. We're gonna do 1 attack at a time. We'll start with pink.
Okay.
And that is a natural 20. Viola, you're getting all the crits.
Viola!
So it's just her. It's just her character.
It's just her.
Yeah,
Not
it's
even the
specifically Viola.
And that's what the
That's how
rapier-
awesome she is.
She came
And
here to
remind me, it's double the dice.
Yeah, double the
Or-
dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And she would
then
still
add
have,
your bonuses.
Hunter's mark. It should still. Well, I guess no, probably not. I don't know.
No, because you had.
I don't know how.
to-
I don't remember how long
was-
it is.
There was 10 minutes just of casting detect
Okay.
magic
Mhm.
and everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to say it doesn't last that long, but I will double check.
What?
Don't forget, she's got
Oh,
another
it lasts
one.
an hour. Actually, it does last an hour.
Okay.
Catherine, where is
How about
turn
this though?
undead on
Because
your
you did switch bodies. Make a concentration check for me to see if the concentration was brought over. In the
21.
midst of this. 21. All right. I
So
will say that you
gracious.
do still have a little bit of Hunter's Mark left.
Okay. Is it a bonus action to move it or to
carry it over?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we will do that. Move that over. But first we had our first attack, which is going to be 13 damage. I think.
Excellent. With one mighty slash, as you decide how hard can it be, the skeleton falls apart.
Awesome. Then we're going to turn to red, and we're going to bash again. And that is a 19, which I think is also a crit for Viola.
Oh yeah,
That's
baby!
exactly what you just
She
did.
cannot be
29.
stopped. She cannot be stopped.
And that is 15 points of damage.
Excellent. Another one bites the dust.
Excellent. And then we'll use our bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on blue down here.
Did you say that you'd already brought it over?
Oh, maybe I did. That should have been more damage, but we're cool. So then
You can use your bonus action on your next turn to move it.
sweet. But then I think because of the let's see. We're gonna also
You get your offhand attack
yes, that's what we're gonna do next.
on blue or yellow.
Yeah, we'll go on blue.
Alrighty.
Yeah. That is just a that's a 17 plus 7, so 24 to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Nice.
It's just
Not a ton of
skeleton.
damage. That's just 4 points of damage, but it's fine.
Alrighty. Damage is damage. You lop off, in fact, one of its hands. In the other
This is more
hand,
fun
though,
than
it
I thought.
holds a short sword. And Ste'yn, it is your turn.
Oh.
The time has come.
If this is a dream, Karita never wants to wake up. She's going to ooh, I need to actually control Ste'yn then. Is there a range on Turn Undead?
I believe it's a 30-foot range. Did you find it on your sheet?
I think, yeah, under Channel Divinity.
Yes.
Each
Yeah.
undead of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. So if you get up in the middle of them, you can take all of them in that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
And it's really cool now because if they fail the wisdom save, they all
Seer
take
undead.
5d8 radiant damage. Yes.
Yes. Okay. With the boldness of Ste'yn flowing through her, she's going to move. Can she get like right up in there?
Absolutely.
Yes. And then she's going to squeeze the holy symbol in her hand and turn undead. So they need to make a saving throw, is that correct?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom
Let's
saving
see.
throw.
What is the DC for that?
17?
Fantastic. All right. I'm going to be starting at the top, left to right, top to bottom. So starting with yellow, first one fails. Second one succeeds with a 17. Wait, this is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Mhm.
It's a -1, so that is a 16. Fails.
Hey!
Next one fails. Fails. Succeeds. Fails. Fails. Fails.
I should get these dice ready. So it is
Fails. Natural 20 succeeds.
dag.
Natural 20 succeeds.
Where are these nat
So-
20s coming from today?
All of them but 3 fail.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll 48 for me.
So it's
5d8.
5d8. Did I bring my giant bag of dice? I didn't. That's okay.
That's what it says on the on the sheet.
Oh, you said it.
One.
Heck yeah.
It's gone.
Where's my other D8?
Oh, because it's equal to your wisdom modifier, yeah. And she is now maxed out in wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's gonna be a total of 5d8.
Yep.
Mhm.
Already maxed out in beauty, just had to max out in brains.
Well, wisdom.
Wisdom.
What?
Just.
Small
We're not gonna max out her
number.
intelligence.
18. 18 points of damage.
Excellent. As you squeeze that holy symbol in your hand, you hold it forth, and this searing radiant light just emanates from you, and you watch as all around you, skeleton after skeleton seems to be just consumed by your radiance. And you watch as almost all of them are turned to dust and ash.
Viola and obviously Ste'yn have never seen Ste'yn look that giddy. It's completely out of character for how just excited. It's not her normal, calm, just, of course I'm fantastic. It is,
What is that expression on my face?
It actually feels kind of weird even to make that expression because it's like the
Her
muscles
muscles,
are kind of stiff. You don't usually do that.
Do you see a little bit of the crease, the laugh line that's just not used to
Nicely done.
Thank you. Wow. So
You
this
have
is magic in
a-
action. Oh, she
You
has
have
a
a bonus
Power of the
action
light.
movement, if there's anything else you would like to do.
She. So I see these wings. That's like a once a day thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think she sees these
How
wings.
often do you get to be
Catherine,
staying
I'm so sorry. But she's just like in her excitement, and she's like, but also I can fly. And so she lets out these beautiful, radiant wings behind Ste'yn.
Okay.
And they just glow behind her.
Mhm.
I am so powerful. That will be her turn.
Excellent. Alrighty, that brings us to the undead, most of which are just dead. Let's see, you are gone. You are gone. You are gone. You're alive. You are dead. You are dead. And you are dead. Alrighty. The the lowly three that are left. Two of them are going to make their attacks on Viola, and then the last one on Ste'yn. On Viola, two short swords coming at her. Those are gonna be well, they're both below 20, so with your armor, nothing gets through. And then on Ste'yn, that's better. That is a 23 against Ste'yn.
That will hit. The wings got in the way.
You will take 7 points of piercing damage from this short sword.
Ow.
I've got it marked.
Ooh, can I add it to your sheet?
Catherine has
Probably
to.
not. I just did.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Just like I've been clicking off the spells and the celestial revelation and things like that.
Yeah.
And as they finish, you hear a different sound,
Ooh.
different from the kind of clacking of bones on bones as these skeletons rose. Instead, you all hear this sort of high-pitched babbling sound, this sort of howling babble. I need you
Oh,
all
no.
to make a wisdom saving throw as a creature of darkness
Ooh.
Ooh, aye.
just appears before you.
I'm sorry, Viola.
Oh,
Oh, I have heroic inspiration, Viola. I'm gonna use your inspiration.
oh,
Wisdom save. That's what I get to do to Ste'yn. How exciting!
That's so much better. That is so much better.
Okay.
7.
Right. 7.
Oh.
That is a fail. You're going to take 12 points of psychic damage. And you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Karita, no.
Karina!
What else we get?
22.
That is a
for Ste'yn.
also no, that's and a 19 for Viola, which would have been a nat 1 if I hadn't used the inspiration. So
Karita's not built for actual
And
combat.
go.
She's built for learning.
You both then take 6 points of psychic damage, and you are not stunned.
So Viola, Cassie will need to mark off 6 points of damage on Viola's sheet.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and I need to mark off for Karita. Let me go back to it.
Woohoo! A new
And
challenger approaches.
Mm-hmm.
at the end of this babble that seeks to shake your mind, Ste'yn and Viola, I need another wisdom saving throw, as at the end of that babble, you hear this whisper in your mind, like something is making a slight suggestion to you.
Oh boy.
It's not as good. That's a 16.
Oh, that's definitely not as good. Ste'yn, do you have anything that helps as far as your wisdom saving throws?
No.
Just the save modifier,
Cool.
you know how she does with those.
14
All right.
after rolling a 5.
That's pretty good, you know?
Yes, it is. Unlike these dice.
Viola, you feel this compulsion in your mind, but you shake it off. Ste'yn, however, you will take an additional 12 points of psychic damage, and I need you to make an attack against Viola.
Oh no. Do I recognize what I'm doing?
In the moment, no. You just feel this sudden compulsion. You have to do this. You are using your reaction to do so.
Okay. Do I have movement to get closer to her, or do I have to make a ranged attack?
Nope. Range attack.
Okay. Ranged is going to... She doesn't have her other thing drawn.
Say Sacred Flame, that is her go-to.
Yeah.
Range, just instinctively.
Yeah, it's just bam. So then Viola needs to
Dex save.
make a dex save.
Ah, that's a fail. That's a 10. Oh wait, I could.
No.
Wait, that's an ability check thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
tactical
but you
mine is
need
only for ability checks.
Indomitable is for saving throws.
Oh, luckily my dice are
I don't
terrible.
think she has that yet.
Mm-mm.
I think that's a level 10. Could be wrong.
So
I think it
after our first campaign arc, then you can get it. So she takes the damage.
Uh-huh.
That's okay. It's only 1 point of radiant damage.
That's not possible.
No,
It's
there's
Is it
a-
2d8
I
It's
see
2d8 plus 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
because her. Okay, I see. It's upgraded. Gotcha. So 1 plus.
It's 2d8 plus 5.
Okay.
So
6, so
another
11.
D8?
It's 6 plus 5. So 11.
6 plus 5 on the dice.
It was 6. It's 6 on the
Okay,
dice.
Perfect, perfect. Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
alrighty.
So Violet's another 11 points of damage.
What is that you're adding?
Yeah.
It's her modifier. Not modifier.
Wisdom modifier, potent
Got it.
spellcasting.
Perfect. Thank you.
She do be
Got
strong
it.
with those spells. It's usually a good thing.
It's usually great, and then Brenna gets a hold
Until
of
you're
it.
compelled to attack each other. Karita, you are seeing yourself and Ste'yn, and they're not looking that great. They're attacking each other for some reason. But
Guys, what's the deal?
this babbling in your mind, though, is taking just all of your willpower to not just double over onto the ground. And once your turn,
I'll be here.
You are done. I do need a concentration check for that hunter's mark.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, that's fine. That's a 15 on the die, plus whatever
Right.
her con mod is.
Yeah, you're good. And it is your turn, Viola.
Awesome. We're gonna slash at these two here as we start making our way towards whatever the new creature is. But we're gonna start with an attack on green. And I just threw my dice into my bag, so we're gonna pick up a different die and roll that instead. That is an 18 for 25 to hit with the rapier. That is 10 damage.
It's looking rough.
Great, we're gonna hit it again. That's a 19
It's
for 9 more damage.
and it clatters to the ground and pile of bones.
Great. Then we're gonna bonus action to hit at blue. That's a natural 1 though, so I don't think that's gonna work.
Finally, some balance to all those crits that she's had today.
We are at last. Perfect balance.
It's funny though because it's been on 3 different dice because I was using 2 different d20s.
Mm-mm.
That's wonderful.
I mean, you also just, some of those were 19s, so
yeah.
you do just have a higher chance of critting anyway, because she's a
Right.
champion. Alrighty. So your turn?
Bonus. No, I did that. So we're gonna move around the skeleton to come a little closer to the scale.
Okay.
That's turn.
Ste'yn.
Ooh.
You had a really good moment, followed by accidentally flaming Viola a little bit.
Why did I do that? So do we recognize that it's probably this lovely new friend that showed up?
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea. That's what it was.
Excellent, excellent. I know we've got this friend in front of us, but also we're reminded that we have some range too. So, am I able to aim a guiding bolt past Viola safely?
I would say so.
Okay.
Just don't crit fail.
He said it. Now it's too late. He doomed it. Then
DM curse.
let's hurl a bolt of light towards that creature who is definitely in range.
Oh yes.
So if we go ranged spell attack. Take a pretty die for this. Okay. It's a 19.
19 will hit.
Excellent. So that's Using a high level spell slot. She did not. It's a first level. So it's 4d6 of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Where is my d6 here? Good enough-ish. 10. That's 12 points of 12 plus her modifier, right?
No, I think that's just the cantrips.
Okay, gotcha. So 12 points of radiant damage. And
All right.
the next attack roll made against it before the end of its next turn, the end of my next turn, has advantage as she is shiny. Is this where she gets shiny? She's shiny now. This is fun.
Ste'yn likes to share her glow.
He does.
Surprising. You wouldn't think someone like Ste'yn would like to share the spotlight.
As long as they know it's from me, it's fine.
It's clearly radiant from Ste'yn.
Is that your turn?
Any fun bonuses that she can
Oh,
do?
wait, you do get to add a, I believe, a D8 to that, because you still have wings out, yes?
Oh yes, her wings are out. That makes a difference?
Yes, so sorry,
Awesome.
that's not a D8, that's just an extra 4 damage.
Oh, plus
An extra 4.
So that's
Yep.
16 radiant damage.
Yep.
And I think in her excitement again, despite she's gonna ignore this Skelly here, and she's going to take flight and travel. So if it gets an opportunity attack, then it gets an opportunity attack. And she's going to fly over here. Next to
That
the
is
creature.
a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. That's why I was like, why are you here? Who are you hurt? Oh, you're not hurt. Okay.
It's fine.
Yes, I think that is her turn.
Alrighty, that brings us to the creature of darkness's turn.
She's not tapped.
And with this strange muttering sound still coming from it, it will reach forward with these long fingers and try to touch Ste'yn's face.
Oh no.
That is a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
You take 17 points of psychic damage from its maddening touch.
Oof.
Can I silvery barbs that? I don't really know when I can use that. I just know it's a thing that can be used at times.
You may give it disadvantage. It's a reaction.
Yes, you can. That is unfortunately higher.
Oh no.
That is a 25 to hit.
I tried.
Well, the nice thing about silvery bars is that even if it doesn't work, you do still get to give someone advantage.
Who just went?
Both Ste'yn and Viola just went.
So I think then Viola would be the next one around. So she'll give it to Viola.
Nice.
Good choice. Good choice.
Alrighty. That is its turn. And the skeleton is going to come down.
I like how we left both blue skeletons alive. All the ones that could have stayed alive. Just 2 of the same color.
Like, remember that time we didn't have enough colors?
Oh, hey, it's red now.
And red is going to attack you. As
Eh.
is blue.
Let's do.
And that, they both rolled the same thing, which is a 21 to hit. So you will take... Nice. 15 points of piercing damage. Very good roll.
Viola's not looking great.
This is why you have second wind.
I know, we're gonna use that next turn.
I can help. Isn't what's where we have like a healer or whatever?
Ste'yn's so great at being the party healer.
I wonder who that could be.
There's
It's
no
definitely
inclination.
not usually Snow doing most of the healing.
Hanging back and being like, gotcha, handled, you're good.
Carita, it is your turn.
Viola doesn't get to use magic very much. And now that she has magic, she's going to use the most fun ones in her eyes. So we're going to cast a big old fireball.
And you do have sculpt spell, so you can take.
So Viola and Ste'yn are good. They will automatically pass their save. You know what? We're gonna. I kind of want to upcast it to 4th level just to have more fun. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
I think Carita deserves that for using up Ste'yn's wings.
So true. Yep, you can definitely get all of them, and you can make sure that your friends take no damage from it.
So they need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Alrighty, top to bottom. Skeleton number 1, dex save. Natural 1.
Woo!
Next one, 12, which is a fail. And the last one, at our more powerful friend here at the bottom is a dirty 20.
Oof.
Yeah.
So half damage. But everyone will be taking some. Skeletons, obviously, even if they had succeeded, they are incinerated.
Toast.
Okay. We're going to have to do this half and half because I don't have enough dice.
That's what I had to do.
It's a fun feeling rolling that many dice.
You know?
Actual Ste'yn, you have never been inside of a fireball and taken no damage from before, and it's a very strange feeling to see you're in a bonfire. You are in a roaring bonfire, and it's a little warm, but it's fine. It's kind of nice, actually.
I feel like in
Almost as hot
various.
as me.
That's 40 damage.
Dang it! I'm not allowed to give inspiration. It's not my game.
20.
Halved to 20. Very nice. You also notice that the creature seems to have not taken quite as much damage as you would expect from that.
Boo.
You gather it might be resistant to fire damage.
We don't like that.
Ooh.
Nevertheless, it is bloodied. It still has taken a chunky amount of damage so far.
Let's go.
And it is the only one left standing. As we go back to the top of the round.
Bren, are you able to scooch the map like up a little bit? Because we can't see the new enemy that popped in on the map on the YouTube.
Right. We're going to move Hunter's Mark to this fella. This gal. And then we're gonna take a swing, and it's glowing, so there's advantage, and Viola would have advantage. Anyway, nice advantage. It's a 25 on the first hit.
That is.
Nice. And Hunter's Mark is a D6. Nice. Nice. That's going to be 10 damage total from the first one.
Once again, it does not seem to do quite as much damage as you would have hoped.
We're going to go again. Same roll. That's another 25. Damage is 11.
Very nice. Take your turn.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Ste'yn.
Okay. With her wings spread bright and fearsomely, she's going to cast.
Looking rough, by the way.
Yeah, I'm feeling like some radiance might be nice to something that shows up in a graveyard. I was trying to see if there was another one, but the first thing that pops up to me is her Word of Radiance. And it's a cantrip, so we're not using up all of poor Ste'yn's spells. So she will cast she will cast Word of Radiance.
I think you should cast Annie Life Shell at 5th level.
I agree. So the
No,
creature
Catherine, did
needs
you
to make.
remember to
Left field
second
to
wind?
finish this thing off.
I forgot the second wind. Dang it.
Oh, do we need healing? We can heal. We can heal instead, if healing is necessary.
I mean, she's not
You
that
can do
low.
both. You're using
She's not even at half, is she?
Mm-hmm.
Can you also? I don't think I have it that you could do it. I don't think I play
So
it.
it's always been cantrip. It's if
Yeah.
you're trying to do 2 leveled spells that people differ.
Because
So if you
that's
do a
usually
level-
Okay.
That's what Snow always does. He uses his bonus action to cast Healing Word, and then he just casts Vicious Mockery because it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay.
So you could
Somewhere
do
in there
damage
was
with
question about like rules as written.
Rules as written, if you cast a leveled spell,
You cannot cast
you
another leveled
cannot
spell.
cast more than a cantrip.
Gotcha. Okay, then let's do it. Let's
you do get a free
heal.
use of Cure Wounds.
Free use. Let's go.
Yeah,
that's not
cleric
a,
background.
Not a bonus
Love
action.
that. Oh,
No, that's not a bonus action. Never mind.
just
Yeah, use
kidding.
Healing Word.
Just healing word.
Word of Radiance is what kind of save?
A con save.
Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as good at that one. That is an 11.
That fails. So she's going to take 2d6 with the upgrade. Plus the modifier because it's potent.
+5.
6 plus 5 is 11 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty, how do you want to do this?
Ah, she
It's funny that even though it's Brenna instead, it's still Ste'yn
It's
doing
still
it.
she lets out this like the words of healing, and it's almost like in like a sing-song voice, so it sounds kind of comical, but it still has the same power behind Ste'yn's voice that just rattles the creature's mind, and it's glowing before she kind of just gets all and falls apart, falls over.
Incredible.
But she will
Ste'yn,
still heal.
you now know what it looks like when you take something down. It's just as impressive as you always knew it would
Exactly.
be.
It's true. Can I still
do
bonus
good.
action heal poor Viola? Okay.
We are out of initiative now.
Excellent.
Can Viola use the second wind then to go ahead and get
Mhm.
some more hit points back?
Go for it.
Okay, 1d10 plus 8.
Is that your care glare, Catherine?
Yes.
I love
Oh,
it.
that's max. You get 18 points back for your second one, Viola.
2d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Oh, nice. Plus spellcasting is 5. Oh, so that's another 11. So it's 11 points. Healed.
Very nice. How's she looking now?
Real good.
Excellent. All right. As the adrenaline of battle begins to fade, you can now take stock of yourselves. What would you like to do?
Search that girl. She got stuff in her pockets.
Wasn't the evocation meter supposed to be copying down to something?
Oh yeah. Here is those papers. I'll search your pockets. while
Oh,
you guys
this is
do
the
that.
part where the heroes loot the bodies. That's so exciting. That's so wonderful.
I mean,
Sorry.
would you rather loot the body? I'll happily let you.
May I? Would that be okay?
Yeah. That's perfectly fine.
You're
She's
just
so
as
cute.
kind as all the stories say. And she'll start to like go through the slightly melty body of this creature. Radiantly
help her.
melty.
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Investigation.
That is definitely Ste'yn's best trait.
Yeah, it is.
Best skill.
That beautiful plus nothing.
Big ol' +0.
16 plus a goose egg.
Excellent. All right. It's a very strange creature, first of all. Now that you're able to get a closer look at it, it's seemed to have been mostly just like, most of its form was just like shrouds of darkness that just kind of billowed around it. And now that it's on the ground, it doesn't seem very much different than the skeletons that y'all faced before, except this skeleton is black, like it's been burned in a fire. But as you and it's kind of draped in like shrouds that when it was alive seemed to move and shift like it was just shadow and darkness around you, but now that it is dead seems to just be simple black cloth. You kind of look through it, trying to find anything useful that might be on this corpse, and you do find a small note. It's a little piece of parchment. And on the parchment, there is a description. It seems to be an image that you have seen similar ones of before, often accompanied in like beginner books of Arcana, of like how to cast spells 101 kind of stuff, of like, it's literally the pictures of the finger movements and what to do with your hands as you cast a spell. And with your Arcana check from previously, you gather this is the somatic component that goes with the verbal component on the gravestones.
Ah. Okay.
While they're investigating, Ste'yn Viola has been going and writing down the stuff from the gravestones, copying it all onto a page.
All right. I think we may be able to put this together and cast something. Maybe it will have similar effects to our shots. She kind of giggles.
I hope it does.
Me too.
I think that
Maybe without the blindness.
I mean, the blindness wasn't bad. It was only for a couple seconds. Just like taking a short nap.
based off of
Naps.
what we see of this spell, like the components and the verbal component, do we have any idea if it would be better for Ste'yn or Carita to try and cast it?
Make an Arcana check.
Viola makes the Arcana check.
Make that Arcana check.
She was gonna, yeah. Ste'yn.
It's not negative. She's got a positive modifier.
That's a 15. That's not terrible.
There you go. No, not
If
bad
only
at all.
this was canon, we can take this back to the group and be like, look what Viola knows about magic.
I did a thing, guys.
Hey,
It's
she's
a
a
magical
learned
thing.
person. She did her studies growing up.
You gather that this is very much more of an arcane kind of magic as opposed to divine or more druidic style. So perhaps the wizard would be better equipped for casting this.
So, Carita, even as Ste'yn, it's like, I'll give it a shot. Oh,
I
sorry.
think it would need to be
Right. Viola, I mean,
yes.
me. Or
Unfortunately,
This is giving me a migraine.
can I help
typically
with
not
that?
my strong suit.
I can
but
cast,
today
I can
it
cast
is.
healing.
I'm okay. I'm all right. I do appreciate that we don't know what else we're going to face, so I'd recommend saving as much as you can for what's going to come in the future.
Ah, that's
As the
very
wings
smart.
Fold back
Fade.
My life feels so dark in comparison now.
Well, I will give her a shot.
Alrighty. you gather the papers with both the vocal component transcribed onto it and the picture of the somatic component, and you speak the words while moving your hands and fingers in the way that is pictured on the page. And as you do so, the page itself, the page with the somatic component, floats up and then catches fire and burns away as the material component of the spell. And then there is a flash of blinding light as the spell completes, and you are all blinded from light instead of dark.
But I have dark vision. But do you have blinding light vision?
You have blinding light vision. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Woo!
Perfect timing.
Fantastic.
Pick back up right here where we left off with the blinding light vision in a few minutes. Get a drink. Hydrate.
I should stop singing right now.
And the mics were already hot, and now we're switching back
Exactly.
with the mics 100% were hot already. All right.
That was the point. That was the goal. Thank you.
This group always hot. So welcome
Oh.
back.
So hot.
Welcome. Hope you had a good break. Hope you got something to eat and drink and whatever else you might have needed.
Beast Beach for dinner.
That was a very good Beast Beach.
Good.
Beach Beast. Words.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. That's okay. It's not canon.
Exactly.
So, let us jump right back in. The blinding light blinds you for a moment, and once again you feel your stomach lurch as if you are being transported elsewhere. And once the light fades and your vision returns to normal, you find yourselves again in a altogether unfamiliar location. This time in what seems to be a grand ballroom. There's marble floor beneath your feet. There are columns sculpted out of rich marble stone. There are beautiful chandeliers above your heads. And around you, there are many people engaged in revelry. There's dancing, there's music. There seems to be perhaps nobility of some kind who are all mingling together. But once again, you find yourselves changed. Cassie, you will now be playing Ste'yn. Brenna, you will now be playing Viola.
Oh,
And
goodness.
Catherine, you will now be playing Carita.
Good.
Bren, I need you to mark off spell slots. So she needs to mark off 2 first level spell slots and 1 4th level spell slot.
Ooh. Or who? Sorry, my brain blanked. On my sheet?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What
A
you
4th
what
level?
Carita cast in the last section.
Okay, 1 4th level, and what was it?
2 first level.
The silvery barbs. I do remember that.
And
The other was mage armor, which you do
Mage
still
armor.
have up.
Fantastic.
So
Oh,
your
nice. What does that bring her AC to?
Your AC is now 13 plus your dex, so a total of 14.
Nice.
Let's go out of Ste'yn's and go into Viola's.
Woohoo!
I really appreciate that all of the places we've gone to, I've been the character that absolutely belongs there. Thank you for that.
Just for you, Brenna.
Y'all are sweet. I'll torture you a little bit less in 2 weeks.
Aw, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Mom.
So, what are y'all doing?
Viola wants to dance. This is her element.
Yeah, she does. Like Viola's mingling and Viola's dancing. Where is the most handsomely clad and suave, debonair looking man in the room?
Looking out, you see mostly seems to be humans and half elves. Although there are some other halflings as well. But you do see a human man who is dressed in this like very fine black suit, and it would be dark like Ste'yn, except this silver trim decorates it and gives this intricate design all across it. So he ends up sparkling more than he actually darkens. He has this like kind of curly, dark brown hair, and dark but cheerful eyes. And on the topic of appearances, you find that you are no longer wearing your armors.
No.
Instead, you are all decked out in fancy ball attire.
That wasn't what we wanted to hear. Oh no.
That's what Viola wants to hear.
Viola's like, wait, do I take my armor off? No, Viola.
You don't need armor. For the rest of you, you're like, ew. But what are all of you wearing? So, Brenna, what is Viola decked out in?
Oh my goodness. Viola is wearing the most beautiful silken blue gown. It has these little like the apple, what do you call them? The shoulder pieces. It has these decorative golden shoulder pieces and a golden belt. This golden sash, I should say, around her waist that kind of falls into the slit of the skirt that is tastefully about an inch or so above the knee and reveals her tall gold and white open-toed heeled shoes with little golden decoration on them. She has some jewelry as well, some matching jewelry, and in place of a full crown, she has a couple of golden those combs, some golden combs in her hair. And ball gown, ball gloves.
Gloves?
Opera gloves. Opera gloves.
Opera gloves.
Yes. Excellent. Catherine, how is Carita dressed?
She is dressed in a little bit of a sleeker dress that's a deep pink with green accents that go along very well with the green in her hair. There are the sleeves are a little bit flouncy and fluffy with some ruffles and tulle. There is a ruffle sort of going across the body down to the hem of the skirt. That is also in that pale green. And she's got, we'll go with golden jewelry, I think would accent that best. So we'll go with some golden jewelry, necklace and some earrings. Her hair, it looks very similar, but the braid is now sort of coiled up into a bit of an updo on the side of her head with some flowers stuck in and around it.
Beautiful. And last but far from least, Ste'yn. What does she look like, Kassie?
Believe it or not, I actually just yesterday when I was on Pinterest saw a beautiful ball gown that I thought looked exactly like what Ste'yn would wear and saved it to my D&D Razia Pinterest board. And it is these dark leather gloves that come up past her elbows. There is a dark, it's like brown, almost black, leather bodice that has a high neckline that comes up and almost like a cape that goes over the edge of her shoulders, and just this beautiful, large, silken, probably more like satin, black skirt, like a, not a full-on princess, but it does come out more. It's not super fitting. That goes out around her with a very long black dramatic train.
As dramatic as possible. If you got a picture, we got a Discord. You can drop that.
Oh yeah.
Please join us on the
Everyone can
Discord
see
and
it.
enjoy it. Can we get some fan art in the chat?
Oh gosh.
Alrighty, so you see one another. Once again, you see yourself, but looking fabulous. You all. That is extremely dramatic. As Ste'yn should be.
Mm-hmm.
You see yourselves, you see the fancy company around you. What are you doing?
Going up to the handsome man with this weird confidence that like she doesn't realize that Carita should not have it, but like in this form and seeing how beautiful she looks via Ste'yn, she's just like fueled with this strange confidence, and so she immediately waltzes up to the very handsome man and offers her hand to him, like in a way to like offer for him to kiss it.
He bows and kisses your hand as he does so, and then quickly shifting your hand into his other, he leads you onto the dance floor.
She looks back at the other two and like gives him a thumbs up.
Karita, you don't look entirely impressed with yourself. But you got a thumbs up back.
It's okay. I'm not used to this yet, but I will be. I'm inspired, and I'm going to use all my arcane knowledge to become a beautiful adventurer and apparently a princess.
What are the other two of you doing?
Rita is going to start looking around the room for like, I don't know, anything that stands out, like the barrels at the previous one or the gravestones just before. Any sign of something that might be a way to get out of here.
Like how one of you immediately like, all right, where's the hottest person in the room? I'm dancing with them. And then the other one's like, how do I leave the room as quickly as possible?
Why would you want to leave this? This is amazing.
All right, you can make an investigation check. Kassie, what are you up to?
I feel like Ste'yn is going to be just kind of standing at the edge of the dance floor, just keeping an eye on everything as she does with her wonderful eagle eyes. And the Viola inside is waiting for someone to realize that she's beautiful enough and come and ask her to dance, because she is not going and asking anybody else to dance.
Excellent.
The 24 in the investigation check.
Excellent. Ste'yn, make me a charisma check. See how much riz are you radiating in this moment?
You could add some guidance to it.
Damn.
I was afraid
I guess you
that
have your D4.
That's a D4. Okay.
I was afraid that Viola was going to be asked to do a performance check, and that's charisma.
That's a 9. I'm sorry, Ste'yn. I'm trying. I rolled a 4 on the D20 and a 1 on the D4.
With your keen eyes, you do see a multitude of individuals take in your presence, and while they do seem entranced by your beauty, they also seem intimidated by the just like blank expression on your face. Because this is not Viola, who normally looks friendly and outgoing and welcoming. Instead, this is the staring down anyone who looks at her. And while a few start to approach, they just kind of play it off as they were passing by. No one asks you to dance.
It's like every girl's nightmare. No one's going to ask me to dance.
You look like you're gonna kill them.
They just can't handle a strong woman.
They can't.
Not only do you look like you could, but you look like you would.
And have somehow already.
Remind me of your investigation check, Catherine, please.
24.
24, very nice. In your small halfling form, you kind of make you take a turn about the room, as it were. Nothing seems to really stand out to you about the place or the people so much at first, but you do notice something peculiar when you come to the refreshment table. It is lined with many different kinds of drinks and small delicacies and charcuterie and all kinds of little snacks and things to refresh yourselves with. But while looking at it at a glance, you wouldn't notice anything strange. Looking closer, and as you do because you are in a rush to leave, and are specifically trying to find anything that stands out to you, you do notice that it's the layout of all of the food and drinks are not just out, like they're just there. They look like everything has been very intentionally placed in a specific spot. So like there's strange gaps in between some of them, and then other small plates and so forth are like really close together. They aren't just spread out. So you gather there's something peculiar there.
Hmm. If she get the idea, if she could see like an overhead view of it, it might mean something or show something.
You do get the sense that if you were to see it from a different angle, perhaps, it recalls to mind a kind of optical illusion of sorts. So, like, if you see something from a specific angle, all of a sudden everything will align and you'll be able to get a correct image of it.
Mm. She's going to try and figure out that correct angle. Like looking at the table from different points, sometimes putting like her face up to parts of it, trying different sides, standing on a chair or something if there's one nearby to get a different look that way.
Unfortunately, there are no chairs in the room, curiously.
Darn it.
Need a lift?
Everyone seems to simply be standing.
There is a very tall Ste'yn with eagle eyes who mayhaps sees her trying to get these angles and will waltz over and try to help.
Absolutely. You can come over.
What you doing?
There's something about this table, the way everything is set up. It's very peculiar, but I can't seem to get the right read on it.
Okay, Ste'yn will look at it from her angle, and if that doesn't work, Viola's first thought is up on the shoulders to get more height.
Absolutely. You can pick her up and put her on your shoulders.
Now it's Razia.
Even lighter than snow, though snow is not heavy. But you are now a good, 9 feet-ish or so above the table and able to get more of a bird's eye view on it. And it does now appear from this angle to resemble sigils of some kind. Make an Arcana check for me.
She's a halfling, she gets to reroll ones.
Yes! Lucky!
That is much better. That is a Arcana. That's a 21.
Excellent.
Boop, boop.
Even though you as Ste'yn don't have this memory, you have not had this schooling, you feel instinctually in this form as if you have. This is natural to you all of a sudden, more natural than anything divine were you to try to concentrate on that. Rather, this learning, this arcane knowledge, you've worked with sigils before. You've done lots of rituals and things that involve different kinds of sigils. And looking down at this, it looks like it would be a complete sigil, except there's something missing. As if it's as if a sentence in common left out the period at the end of the sentence. There needs to be a finish there at the end, and there's nothing there.
Someone took something off the table.
Are we picking pockets? Oh, I'm dancing.
Oh.
Don't mind me.
Well, since you're up there, do you see anybody with a dessert in their hand?
Oh, the end point of your meal, dessert. That makes perfect sense.
Don't know. Does anybody have a dessert?
Make a perception check.
Is the man I'm dancing with have dessert?
I would
You sure
also
Ste'yn,
be
you sure
looking
Ste'yn can't make
from-
this check
I
instead?
was gonna say-
On the other hand, as he dances with you.
A nice port wine, perhaps?
Can stay and make the check too.
Go for it.
Rolled 2 15s. That's a 20. No. Yeah, 28.
17.
All right, not too bad. You both look around, trying to see if anybody has anything in their hands. There are an abundance of people with drinks in their hands. You see a couple people here and there who seem to have a little bit of like crackers and cheese that they just seem to be snacking on as they engage in conversation with those around them. You do not see anyone with a dessert in their hand, however. But as you are both surveying this, you do hear something over the din around you, over all the voices and dancing and heels on marble. You hear a small voice as if someone's just whispering in your ears, and all three of you actually hear this. You hear a voice tell you, someone is an imposter. One person is not who they claim to be. You must find them and stop them.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
I hope it's not the
And
handsome
then-
man.
And then, as if it never was, the music is back and all the voices and dancing.
Viola is going to she like missteps in her dance, having been surprised by the voice. And she will politely extricate herself from the arms of the handsome man. Although now she's giving him a slightly suspicious look. And then she will go find the other two and ask them if they heard anything funny. Someone's voice.
Yes, I think we all just heard that voice. What do they mean someone's an imposter?
What do they mean by stop them?
Kill them? Probably.
Stop them from. Sorry, but from what? Well, stop them
Maybe from killing others.
I was gonna say, killing them will stop them from doing just about anything, so it's always a safe bet.
That is true.
The old default.
Yeah.
Death.
That does make sense. Well, we could talk to some people and see if anyone is acting unusual for a party.
Okay. I vote we pick the person who looks the most out of the place and the person who blends in the most. Because typically one of those two,
That's brilliant. It's either that they're hiding in plain sight, or they can't quite make themselves match us, and so they stand out. Wow, you're so smart.
Now you know why Viola has the noble background.
She'll begin looking at anyone who seems like maybe they are either not enjoying the festivities, like standing alone or not drinking, or someone who maybe is like particularly like people have their eyes on that person in the crowd.
Okay.
Ste'yn's
insight.
just gonna
Insight?
talk to her friend up here and hey, if you want to stay up there, I'm fine with that. If you would like to get down and move around, just let me know.
Oh, yes, I can get down. For a second, my mind thought you were trying to have Ste'yn pray, or like talk to Atala or something, and I was like,
Tala, you want to help a sister out? Actually,
No.
that's not a bad idea.
I think
divination.
part of
Or
the
commune.
clearly part of the lore.
Those.
Yeah, clearly part of the lore is Ste'yn having someone on her shoulders, and so Karita thought nothing of it. Except how cool it is to be on Ste'yn's shoulders. She rolled a 24 for her perception. I did not realize Viola's perception was that high.
This is for insight.
I'm sorry, insight. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Alrighty. No worries. You do a sweep of the room and you do spot someone who seems to be maybe not looking as if they quite enjoy the scenery as much. They're just kind of standing off on the opposite wall. They have a goblet in their hands and they're just kind of, every once in a while they take a sip, but they're not really engaging with those around them quite so much.
She will point that person out as subtly as she can, or as Viola might, and ask, should we approach? Is it a female or a male figure?
This is a female figure, dressed very finely, but very simply. She's not like as decked out in accessories and jewels as most of the others are in the room.
Gotcha. So should we approach her, or
Of course.
Sure, why
At
not?
least one of us should.
who should go?
I would honestly send, not to be prideful, but I would send initial point over to Ste'yn.
I'm great. Well,
Okay, well, I'll tell you what I find out.
Should
Ste'yn will
we-
start to walk over.
should we be within earshot? And she'll ask about
We can be.
Karita, I guess.
As she walks over, I want to do Eyes of the Grave, just to see
Alrighty.
if there's any undead nearby.
You open up your divine senses awareness to the presence of undead in your vicinity, and you do not sense any.
Very Ste'yn coded.
Yep.
Not today.
That is the last
Not today.
challenge. Oh well. Alrighty.
I guess-
You approach this woman. She's a bit shorter than you, a good bit shorter than you. Human, a little bit of some freckles on her nose, and wearing just like a very simple kind of burgundy dress. Again, it's nice, but it is nowhere near as fancy and formal as everyone around her.
Hello there. My name is Ste'yn. Just wanted to come over and introduce myself. I thought you looked like maybe you weren't having the best of times. Maybe I could come over and cheer you up.
Oh, thank you. I don't think that's necessary, but I appreciate the thought.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't really know anybody here, and I would love to have somebody to enjoy the evening with, just a little bit of company. So why are you here tonight?
Oh, joy. Well, I am here because I have to be.
Is she being honest? I would like to make an insight check.
Make an insight check.
Insight check.
You can add some guidance to that.
Ooh.
Remember, just keep popping guidance.
Just keep spamming.
Just keep
Oh, yeah.
spamming. Just keep spamming. Just keep spamming.
Just remember that it does have a vocal component, and everyone can see that you are casting spells. It's
Yeah.
not invisible.
Behind your back.
32.
You can't talk behind your back. It has a vocal component.
She's just always murmuring prayers.
It's so true. That is absolutely what Ste'yn does.
After every sentence, a telehealth.
It's like
Hey,
how
girl,
we're
I
just,
need you.
it's just like how we're just like, and praise God that
It's a yeah. Yeah, 32. Yeah, I did that math right.
It's okay. I know the number is very large. It's okay. That's normal.
Incredible.
Mhm. Yeah, because 19 plus 9 is 28, plus 4 is 32. I rolled very well on that one.
That's
Insane,
Ste'yn.
thank you.
That's Ste'yn.
I know all of her secrets.
I
You can
am her
read
now.
mind without detect thoughts.
You become that character.
You become the imposter.
I give you a new character sheet. You now get to play her as well.
Yes.
She seems guarded, but she doesn't seem deceptive or malicious in any way. You don't get the sense that she is trying to lie or deceive you. You just get the sense that she doesn't really like talking to people, and she does not like being in a party.
What can you remind me of what exactly she said? If she had to be here or if she was forced to be here, I can't remember the exact wording.
She said that she had to be there.
Okay.
And she goes on to say, my mistress might have need of me at some point, should she need to powder her nose or something.
Oh, one of those
Just
rich
a little bit
spoiled
of-
types.
Yes.
I know those all too well, unfortunately.
She kind of just like looks you up and down. I have no doubt.
Do we spot anyone who might be her mistress? Maybe like, you know how like when you go to prom and you match like your boutonniere with like your, like, or you match colors. Do we see anyone who might also be wearing a burgundy like she is, maybe as her mistress?
Make a perception check.
That was also going to be Ste'yn's next question: is who's your mistress?
You feel free. I just jumped the gun. 22.
Excellent.
You're both so wise.
You spot someone that is actually wearing this like hair tie. She has these she has this beautiful blonde hair with its intricate braid and hair ties all like mixed in with the braid and tying it up, and it's a very beautiful work. And you notice that it is the exact same shade of burgundy as her dress. And Viola Ste'yn, as you ask who her mistress is, she points over to that same woman.
Oh, I see.
I want to cast
Who is
detect
she? Is
magic
she
so bad.
someone really important or like mildly important and wishes she was more important?
I don't think she could be so important to not wish she wasn't more important.
My brain didn't catch that.
The answer to both questions is yes.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's kind of what I couldn't figure out if it was a double negative or a double positive. Okay. Well, I mean, like, who is she? Like, what is her standing?
Why don't you ask her instead? I think my drink is getting a little low, and she drains it and walks away.
Oh, geez. Okay. Ste'yn will walk over to the mistress then.
Karita's
She
going to
is
begin ritually casting detect magic, by the way.
alrighty. She is wearing this beautiful, beautiful yellow evening gown that's got jewels all over it. It's very sharp V-neck and these fluted sleeves, and it's got a little bit of a train behind her, and it pools the ground around her feet, but she moves with such an elegance in her dance with another individual. She never trips on it. It never seems to get in the way. It just always pools out around her. And then from the front, which you couldn't see before from the back, just the decorated braids on the front, you see she's got this tiara with yellow gems in it, and from the tiara is this like sheer veil that kind of falls over her face. She is very yellow and very sparkly and very tall and elegant.
Mysterious.
You said she is currently dancing.
She is indeed.
Okay, well then Ste'yn will wait until there's a break in songs to approach her. She doesn't want to be that weird.
What are the other two of you doing?
Karina's ritually casting Detect Magic, so that's sort of her focus.
If it seems like the song is going on for very long, like either you have a big orchestral break in this song, Viola is going to approach the musicians, and she's going to try and ask them to switch to a slower song. She'll ask if like maybe the one of the musicians can stop to kind of cause a bit of a break in the music to stop the dancing momentarily, tastefully. Hopefully, if they're professionals, they know what they're doing, to switch the songs.
Yes. Just something slower.
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, that's not negative. Yay!
Thanks to her nobility, Viola does have persuasion proficiency.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. How does a 6 do for us?
The dice don't lie.
It's like, excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me.
They
She's
know
like
who
trying to
I
yell
am.
over the the bass, the drums.
They just ignore you, and then a well-dressed servant comes over and just shoos you away from the musicians.
Can
That's great.
that's fair. Okay, she made her attempt. She was going to try and like take her dagger and like bust one of the instruments. It's like the drum, like just like pop the canvas that goes over the drum. So at least the percussion's not so loud.
I assume you're trying to do this stealthily?
Oh, Viola does nothing stealthily, but maybe Karina does not remember this.
Hey, she tries.
Make a sleight of
She
hand
tries to do many things stealthily.
Okay.
check.
Oh, sleight of hand is better than stealth. Sleight of hand doesn't have
Well-
disadvantage.
Well, also keep in mind you're not wearing armor, so you don't
Oh,
have that
yeah!
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
that's true. I forgot.
Yeah, your armor class is also much lower.
Much better. Oh yeah, I'd have to know what that is. That's a 17.
Alrighty. You are able to draw a dagger, and as a note, you do find that you all still have your equipment. It's just all hidden somewhere on your person, either beneath folds in your gowns, or if your skirt has a slit, you might find a thigh holster dagger there.
So trendy, Viola.
So forth and so on. For Ste'yn's holy symbol, it's like very, very beautifully adorning, like right around like the lapel area, as if it's simply jewelry and nothing more, and so forth. So you draw a dagger that was previously hidden. Go ahead and make an attack for me.
Okay.
The servant does not notice that you are now armed and dangerous.
I feel like a real hero. Dagger. Viola, what happened? You were doing so great. That's a 9.
You can use a ability check. Use one of the.
It's an attack roll.
Oh, it doesn't count for an ability check.
It's different.
Oh, okay.
No, an attack roll is not an ability check.
The 9 can't hit a drum. I'll be a little I'll be a little sad. That's one sturdy drum.
The armor class of a drum is not very high.
Yay, we did it. Good job, Viola. You're so clever and crafty.
And as you pass by, you just as you're being shooed away, you just slightly drag the tip of the dagger across the drum, and you hear very quietly amidst this close to all the musicians, but you do hear that very successful ripping sound.
Yes. Hopefully the music shifts and we can get the attention of the madam.
It does indeed. Ste'yn, you Viola as Ste'yn, you hear a pause in the music. It was very abrupt. It was very abrupt ending to the song, weirdly. And then the music switches into a waltz that does not have a drum in it.
As soon as she hears the music stop, she will approach the mistress and try to get her attention for a conversation before she starts dancing again.
Ready? Meanwhile, you were casting Detect Magic, I believe?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Alrighty. You find that everything on the refreshment table lights up. All of the individual parts of that sigil seem to indeed hold magic, and in fact, you are able to identify the types of magic as being the same as those vials from earlier. More transmutation, conjuration, and illusion.
Excellent. So that's our key out of here.
You don't pick up anything else in the room, but it is a large room, so if you would like to walk through it to see if anything pings from anyone around you.
We will take a turn about the room.
All right, go for it.
Yeah.
You also notice the music suddenly shift into a waltz. But whatever.
Sure, it's fine.
And Kassie, what are you doing to get her attention? Are you
She'll walk up quickly and tap her on the shoulder and just say, "Excuse me, I just wanted to chat with you about your dress and figure out who made it, because my goodness, it is lovely."
She turns around. Her face is mostly obscured by her veil, but she turns around with her hands out as if expecting another suitor to ask her to dance, and then when you say that, she just was like a little bit of a surprise, like she was taken aback for a moment, and then just kind of folds her hands into her dress, and responds, "But of course, I would be delighted." And it takes you a second because you recognize what she's saying, and then you realize it was not in common like you were speaking. It was in Elvish, which, of course, you know.
So Ste'yn will respond back to her in Elvish and say, "Oh, I see you're speaking Elvish. Are you from the area, or are you from whatever the name is of that place that's up there that
Ophidia.
Ste'yn knows the name of, but I don't.
Ophidia.
That City of Sparkles. Yeah, that one.
Fendella is more specific.
Fendella.
The
Yes.
Crystal City.
Yes.
The city
Are
of
you from the
sparkles.
land of the elves?
You hail from the north.
Yes, of course. I am from Ophidia, and you, I imagine, are not.
I am not, but I do admire it. I've heard it's beautiful, and I would love to visit there someday. What brings you here?
Well, the interesting company, of course.
Oh, I didn't know we were in such interesting company.
Then you must be serving someone who is.
No, I just happened to be a friend of a friend. It was kind of a last minute invitation. I just had to throw this on. It's an old gown that I've worn before. I mean, God forbid I have to wear the same gown twice, but I mean, I just didn't want to miss the opportunity for a party.
Indeed. Make a deception check for me.
All of Ste'yn's best characteristics.
She's good at it.
She's playing Ste'yn so well. Oh
That one, isn't it?
no! Oh!
Yeah, that's definitely not quite going to beat her 25 insight.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Viola's body!
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, another thing
Fun!
just straight up.
It's alright, Ste'yn. We're throwing you low balls here. You can do it.
That is a 17.
Alrighty. You feel as if she's got her presence intensifies for a moment, and in a strange way, you feel almost small next to her. But then you just kind of shake your head a little bit and resist whatever effect might have been coming from her. Carita, you are walking around the room with your detect magic, and you do in fact get a ping. You are passing by near where you see yourself talking with the woman in yellow, and you get a moment of enchantment magic before it dissipates.
Someone was casting something.
Ste'yn is looking around to try and make eyes at any of her friends that she sees. Be like,
Greta is just going to think really hard. We identified the imposter. And is going to come over towards the just come over towards herself, Viola. Yes. Be like, there you are. Listen, we should go check out the refreshment table again. I think there's some good drinks to be had. I think we need to,
what a grand idea. It was so nice chatting with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening.
It was my delight chatting with you. In fact, I would very much enjoy continuing this conversation. Perhaps your friend can wait.
I can listen in on the conversation, or stand here and just wait a moment, yes? Of course. It's good to see my friend making a new friend. I know she struggles with that.
Why don't you step over here with me and have a little bit of a more private conversation? And she takes your arm, Ste'yn, and with surprising strength, kind of leads you away off of the dance floor and away from Carita.
As soon as she grabs my arm, I grab her arm.
Viola's wondering, she's finally making her way back around and to look less suspicious as she kind of did a larger loop back and is approaching and now seeing this train and is wondering if she needs to take her own hand, Carita's hand. Have we found a circle to dance? Is that what's going on? This music is beautiful, a waltz. I think 4 might be too many for a waltz, though.
Oh, how wonderful. There's another one.
Oh, hello. How are we doing?
You know, this was getting a little old anyway. And the yellow of her gown shifts. And the yellow cloth seems suddenly fluid and dripping as this large, this tall woman now seems to becoming just a tall figure of yellow ooze.
Beep.
And the ooze splatters out around her as well, covering all of you. And I need you all to roll initiative for me.
Like, the least you could do is put us back in our bodies.
Ooh, that's cool.
14. Don't forget you have advantage, Bren.
Oh, thank you.
Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah. Much better. 22.
Nice.
But without armor. I feel naked.
Correct.
Oh yeah, I should go take off Ste'yn's armor
Oh,
and
yeah.
shield.
Oh, yeah, let me mark that.
Yep.
And it'll actually properly show me, won't it?
Yep, and then just reload the page. But all other equipment you said we still have, correct?
Correct.
I actually don't think it'll make a difference on
Oh, I can't click it.
yours, Bren.
No, mine should just
Bren
be
has
the main
mage
armor.
armor.
It's changed.
Doesn't
Yeah.
wear anything.
Right. Yeah.
She's just got that mage armor. So Coreta's
Thank you, Kassie.
AC is 14.
Viola's is also 14 now.
It's just 12.
What a jump! Oh my goodness! We so
Viola's
squishy.
is 14, and then Ste'yn is just a little 12.
Just 12.
Little.
She's
12.
a little thing.
But so smart. Use that big brain of yours.
Ooh, pretty map.
Ooh, there's a map.
There's a map.
Let's go see it. Ooh. There's a pretty
Alrighty. Viola
What is that thing? My
first.
gosh.
It reminds me of that little green bendy guy that's like rectangular shaped, but
Gumby?
yellow. I can't. Yeah, Gumby.
Come on, guys.
If you want to
It's a
see
golden
a
Gumby.
larger image of it, you can see it in the Discord.
If you're not in our Discord yet, you should fix that.
Ooh,
You
it
should
looks
fix it, 'cause
like
then you'd be seeing these things.
an old piece of macaroni.
And this is why I don't eat grains
It's the
anymore.
impasta. That's what it is.
Ah! Oh, got him.
You figured it out.
It's the impasta.
Alrighty, Viola,
Possible.
you are up first.
All right. How do I do this? I need to, first things first, right? We need our hunter's mark to make sure our, so we're going to bonus action, hunter's mark, and mark this bad boy. So we get that sweet bonus damage. And then, ooh, I'm on the wrong page. Where is my actual? Here it is. And then we're going to protect our friends and move up to the creature with our blades drawn so we can attack.
You find that your swords are all sheathed on your back underneath your gown. So reaching back, you are able to pull them out very dramatically.
Some golden cape, and then from right beneath this golden cape, bam. She makes a quick comment of how gorgeous Viola looks just when she knew in all the stories, and it's like even more real than the stories. She's going to strike with her rapier.
Alrighty, go for it.
Oh my goodness gracious. That's not good. That's only a 10.
That's gonna miss.
But she gets to
She gets another attack.
attack again.
2 attacks.
Okay, 2 attack. Let's try for better. That's better. That's a 19 to hit.
19 will hit.
Awesome. So her rapier does the 1d8.
D8. And then that hunter's mark is a D6.
Oh my goodness. And a d6. Wow, cool. So 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 2 more, so it's a whole 6. A whole 6. But her rapier does the vexing. It vexes?
Yeah.
So you have advantage on your next attack with it.
Excellent. I wish that had happened the first time around. How often do you feel that way, Kassie?
Not very often because I forget about the Vex, to be honest.
I will say, we're not sponsored by DnDBeyond, but it's super helpful that it now tells you right next to it in parentheses, this does Nick, this does Vex. It's super great. So that was her movement, bonus action, and her action. So I think that is it for her.
Alrighty. Carita.
Okay, you have so many fun spells.
Right? This is the moment!
I know. We're gonna start, we'll start with just Shatter. We're gonna cast Shatter, but we're gonna center it at a point where it should just catch our, macaroni friend. And not catch, others in it. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution is a 16.
Meets it, beats it. You'll take half damage.
I thought the DC was 17. Dang.
It shows up as a 16 on your sheet.
Ah.
It's a 17 for Ste'yn because she's got her.
Because
out.
Ste'yn is special.
Your intelligence is a +4, so your DC is 16.
That's 15 thunder damage halved to 7 thunder damage.
Alrighty.
Yeah, don't. We're done. We're gonna move back a bit. We're gonna get some distance here. Yeah.
Excellent. That brings us to the Yockl's turn.
The
Yuck.
what?
Yockle.
Yockle?
Yuckle.
Yockle.
It is
Yockle.
a demon.
Bless you.
Oh.
Oh, don't bless you.
Yeah, right? Unbless. Curse. Curse.
I like Macaroni Man better.
Me too. I like impasta.
Let's see. Going to make its caustic lash at well, we'll start with one at Viola and see how we feel from there. That's very good. That is a 25 to hit.
Mhm. You know it does.
That is 25 points of acid damage.
Ow! Oh, I can't change that.
And then we're also going to do oh yes, actually we're going to also the Yokel kind of erupts in this yellow ooze that just sprays out and falls all over Ste'yn and Viola in this sort of like yellow sticky web sort of substance. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Dex save. Okay. Oh, all of my dice are so cruel.
7.
6.
You are both restrained by the webs.
Love it.
Which means you make attack rolls with advantage against either of you, but we'll go with Ste'yn for this one. Share the love a bit. That is a 22 to hit. And you're going to take 29 points of acid damage.
Can Viola use
Youch!
her? Can Viola use her her reaction, her interception? When a creature you can
Probably.
see hits another creature within 5 feet of you with an attack roll.
Mhm.
Okay. Reduce the
Can
damage
reduce
dealt
the damage by D10
by
plus
1d10 plus 4.
And you are holding a weapon to do so with.
Heck yes. Ah, golly. Okay. That's 7 minus 7 points of damage.
Okay, so
Okay.
just 22.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. We're still looking bloodied.
Love it.
How
I
much
did update the
Viola
HP.
take? How much was the
Viola
total?
25.
25.
Oh yeah, we are hurting.
Ooh.
Alright,
Owie.
that is the Yokel's turn, so that brings us to Ste'yn.
So I
What you got?
I think we're gonna do Beacon of Hope.
Very
So that way
nice.
we can get some good healing going on.
Excellent.
I don't know.
You cast Beacon of Hope. I believe
okay.
all of you, you're all within 30 feet.
Yeah.
So you all have advantage on wisdom saves and death saving throws, and you regain max HP from any healing. Anything for your bonus action? I guess you don't really have anything.
Yeah. No. Mm-mm.
All right. That brings us back to the top with Viola.
All right. So Hunter's Mark's already there. Can we bonus action Second Wind? Draw upon limited well physical, mental stamina, regain 1d10 plus 8.
So you'll automatically get 18.
Oh, that's right. Max damage. So 18 healing.
Max healing.
Max healing.
Healing.
Don't hurt
Max
yourself.
damage to the enemy's pride.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, it's on there.
Thank you. I'm going to refresh real quick. Make myself feel better. I feel better. And then for her actual action, so she's not. Is there a way to get the stuff off of her, or like would that take time to do, or can she just? She has advantage on attacking, so it basically just cancels it out. Yeah. Because of her vets.
Oh, because Vex.
Yeah.
That's true. It would just be a straight roll. You can also take an action to make an athletics check to try to break out of it, which you would have advantage on being Viola.
Ah. Oh yeah,
So
athletics.
that would be your action to do so.
Right, instead of the 2 attacks
So,
potential. So either straight attacks or athletics. I think she's gonna.
It would be only 1 straight attack. The second one is only a straight attack if you hit with that other one. Otherwise, it's at disadvantage. Because Vex is only for 1 attack.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
If you hit though, you would get advantage again, so it would be another straight roll. But otherwise, it's a straight roll and then disadvantage.
Okay. Gotcha. Let's do the advantage to break free, and it would just be for me.
Correct.
Versus like, hey, can I break Ste'yn free?
If you, since y'all are right next to each other, you can attempt to break her free instead.
I think Viola wants to try and break Ste'yn free.
All right, make an athletics check.
Okay.
Let me just double check really quick.
Sure.
Restrained. Nope, it's just attack rolls and dex save. So go for it.
Awesome. So she has advantage because it's athletics.
Mm-hmm. She's a strong girly.
Oh boy. Okay, that is a 16.
16 will do it.
Thank goodness. So she'll start pulling the gunk off of Ste'yn and be like, please make this count.
Saying you are no longer restrained. All right. You don't have any movement. That is your action bonus. So that brings us to Carita.
All right. Carita is going to this time we will do, let's see. Ooh. We're gonna cast Lightning Bolt.
Yay!
Alrighty.
Just straighten that line.
Is that a dex save?
That is a dex save. I get to roll so many d6 though, y'all.
My
That
gift
is
to you.
a 26.
Okay, so you'll take half damage. 8d6 is still a lot of damage, so.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a spell similar to Beacon of Hope, but it's for damage? Because if not, we're about to homebrew one. Just maximum damage on all of your attacks.
The most similar thing that I can think of would be Ste'yn's ability where she can give a creature vulnerability to damage, so it just doubles it. Not something that auto maxes damage.
That is 30,
Cool, though.
which will be halved to 15.
And it is halved again to 7, as it does have resistance to
Ew.
lightning.
To lightning specifically? Goodness.
Lightning is one of its resistances.
Yeah. You know? Josh is like, yeah, I'll get you the cool spells. It's the ones that are going to have resistance too.
I did let the DM pick her spells.
I did not. I can guarantee you I did not pick your spells with that in mind.
No, I just, for those playing at home, I asked Josh to help me with some spells, what he thought would be cool that would fit her character, which is just very quiet character, bombastic spells.
Oh.
Like
We're just gonna come. Are these different colored squares? Are those columns?
Those are the columns, yes. The pillars.
Cool. We're gonna take cover.
I thought you were about to break one, because that's what I would do. Bring the whole place down.
Listen, I love this character. It'd be hard for her to take down the columns as a bonus action when she has nothing.
Well,
That's true.
with your action though, on your next turn, Shatter probably could completely destroy a pillar.
Destroy them.
Double damage.
If we're going down, you're going down with us.
Well,
We gonna bring the whole house down.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
That's my turn.
That brings us to Yoklol. it's going to make another couple caustic lashes.
We are too close for not being in armor. We need to back up.
Against Viola first, because Viola is restrained, so advantage against her.
That is wise.
It
Can't
was
blame her.
so close to a crit, but alas, it is but a 24.
Which I guess hits.
Yeah, I guess so. Lower than before, though. That is only a 19 points of acid damage.
Okay. 19.
19 to Viola. And then against Ste'yn, not with advantage, but that is a dirty 20. So you are going to take 20 points of acid damage.
Feeling the burn.
Good.
Yeah, this one's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I need a dexterity save from Carita as more of this webby yellow ooze comes spraying out in your direction, trying to trap you there behind
Ooh,
the
it's trying to
pillar.
hide away from that.
I will say that you have advantage on your dexterity save to avoid it
Yay!
because you took cover behind that pillar.
Nimble
Essentially.
little
Catherine, did
halfling.
you put that 20 damage on Ste'yn?
No, I need to. I will in a second.
You're good. I just
Dexterity,
wanted
that
to
is
know
a
if you tried to miss
17.
it.
All right. You duck behind the pillar, and right where you were standing before is just covered in that yellow ooze, but you manage to avoid it.
The forbidden cheese sauce.
The impasta with Velveeta.
Sure. Stay in. It is your turn.
Okay, I put the damage on her, so she's updated now.
Okay. First question, can I care glare myself?
Mhm.
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do first. So she takes what, like 11 or something?
That is
No,
your
13.
bonus action to do so.
Mm-hmm. So she
Okay.
takes 13 healing, and that's a first level gone.
Got it?
And then, because Viola remembers Harvester, and she likes the feeling of a weapon in her hands, she's gonna pull out Harvester and take a swing. So it's attuned. So I think it does radiant damage because Ste'yn is a celestial.
No, I don't believe so.
It does an extra d4.
Extra d4 of that damage type.
Yes, it's an extra d4 damage
Of the highest,
if she is the wisest one within 500 feet.
the highest wisdom. That's a
Does she
homebrew
have
item.
the highest wisdom within 500 feet?
Probably.
Find out.
Let me double check. Yeah, probably.
But
Yeah,
she
I
is
would
gonna
say so.
swing with that. Let me do that first.
Sure.
Does the +6 already have the extra +1 bonus attack included in that?
I believe it does.
Because the
No?
mace only has a +5.
Okay. Then yes, it would.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it does.
Where'd all my
Yeah.
d20s go? Okay. Let's see. Give me a good
Yeah.
one.
Because it's proficiency
That's a
plus strength plus 1, so yeah, 6.
3, so that's a 9 to hit. I'm gonna guess that doesn't hit.
Yeah, just barely missed.
That's kind of what I figured.
You know how it goes.
Viola's not quite as strong as she's used to.
Alrighty, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Viola.
Woo. Viola is going to she's got to get this junk off of her. I guess it's her turn to get the junk off of her. So she's not rolling with disadvantage. So she'll go ahead and try the athletics and get herself out of the gunk.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, 22.
More than enough.
Fantastic.
With ease, you tear yourself free.
Excellent. So that was her action. I don't think she has. Well, I guess she can use
You
her
have
last.
a bonus action, and you have a action surge.
I forgot about action surge. Where is action surge? What does that do? Or where is it hiding?
It gives you an additional.
It just gives you an additional attack.
Oh, once per
action, I guess.
2 attacks because you
Yeah,
attack
because
twice.
it's an action. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's use the action surge. Oh, I can't mark it. That's okay.
All right.
I marked it.
Thank you. One additional action except the magic action. So with her surge of energy, she will then now, without disadvantage, attack with the rapier first.
Go for it.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Fantastic.
And that's Vex, so you have advantage on your next attack.
Yes. 8. Why is they doing so? +3 is 5.
Did you do the Hunter's Mark too? D6?
Hunter's Mark is a D6. Yes. Plus another 6 was 11
Nice.
of her piercing damage. And then advantage on her next strike. Yay! 18 plus.
That hits.
Fantastic. Which will be another D8. And not the Hunter's Mark damage?
Nope, it's every attack.
Oh, great.
Yep, you get it again.
We love that. So that is another 6. Oh, nope. Another 9 piercing damage.
Very nice.
And then she gets her offhand with her dual wielder if you haven't used the bonus action yet.
Bonus action
You
was.
have your bonus action left to do second wind or an offhand attack or.
Oh, wait.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't use the second wind yet. Yeah, let's do the offhand attack. And that's gonna be with her other cool
Short sword, so that's a D6
nice.
of damage if she makes the
Well,
attack.
first she
Which
has
you
to
still
hit.
get advantage. You still get advantage on that attack because the rapier has Vex and you hit with the Vex again.
Oh, neat. We love how that's
Yeah, once you hit, you just keep getting advantage. It's really
That's
nice.
disgusting. That's a 26 to hit. Okay. And that's gonna be her short sword is the D6 plus something.
Did you roll a 19?
Yes. Oh, that
That's a
crits?
crit.
Ah, fun!
Let's go.
Okay.
I was like, 26? I think that means she rolled a 19.
She's like, I know that number. Okay.
Good looking out.
I know what that means.
Yeah. Where is that short sword of her? There it is. So D6. So it's the die doubled. Right. So 4.
So you'll roll 4d6.
4d6.
2 for short sword, 2 for Hunter's Mark.
I don't know how my own dice work. Cool. Wee. That is so many ones. Brenna, why?
Oh no.
So 9 on the dice plus the 3 from her short sword. Or
12.
the additional, right? So 12, additional 12 piercing damage.
Alrighty. That's why I use the other crit rules so that you can't do under what your normal would be on a crit.
Fair. We might switch it. Who knows?
We could.
You guys want to just switch it? Let's just do it. Sorry, our next game, not this session. We're already rolling.
If you want to switch it right now.
Hey, whatever
I'm
DM
not-
says.
This isn't my game. This is Josh's game. We can do whatever Josh wants.
I'm going with you just because it's Catacombs.
That's true. That's fair. Appreciate you.
So it's less confusing. All right,
Yeah.
Carita.
Okay, we're going to pop out from behind our columns. We get clear line of sight. And we are going to, we still got some very fun spells here.
Mhm.
We're
You
going to go with
And let me know what level you cast it at so I can mark the right one.
yeah. Honestly, this one looks very fun, and I kind of really hope it works. We're gonna go big or go home, and we're gonna cast Immolation at 5th level.
Josh gets to see immolation.
Excellent.
Need a
That
deck
is
save.
a deck save.
Yes.
All right, that is a 21.
Makes it, so you're just gonna take some damage. You're really good at your saves, and I'm not liking this.
Yachtwolves have magic resistance, so it's advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. And then the deck save is also its highest save.
Boo. Strength saves. Make it happen. I think I have something that makes a strength save.
None of its saves are negatives or even zeros. Fun fact. It's got really good.
That's not fun at all.
It is for me.
This is when the DM has fun.
32. 34. So that's 34 half to 17 fire damage.
Don't tell me it also has resistance against fire.
17. So that's half.
No.
No!
So many fun spells, but they're not doing anything.
Anti-life, anti-magic shell, go!
Unfortunately, its resistance. A Yockel is like.
I want to see this thing stat block when we're done. Is all I'm gonna say.
It's
I can't find it on
honestly kind
DnDBeyond.
of designed to fight a wizard, honestly, because it's got advantage against all magic. Its main resistances are all like the main evocation spells, like all the main damage that you would do with the majority of your
I
spells.
chose poorly.
Either resistance or immunity to.
I chose poorly.
Should have gone with the
What am I
barbarian.
gonna do?
I should have gone with the muscle wizard.
Okay, we're gonna mix things up next turn because I don't have a good bonus action to do. So.
Or you could have cast telekinesis on it and restrained it. Alas.
I did try to get some of those spells in there too. It's true.
It is now.
It just looked like a really fun spell, and if it worked, you know.
Yeah. Alas, the dice were not in your favor.
No, they've been
They can't always
unkind.
be in your favor, Catherine.
But they can't all be wisdom throws.
Alrighty, we're gonna take another couple of attacks. We don't have advantage anymore because y'all broke out annoyingly.
Take that, the man.
All right. Against Viola, that is just a 12.
12 does not hit, surprisingly.
Yeah. Even without armor?
Even without armor.
Yeah. All right. And then against Ste'yn is, well, that's lower. That's 11. Yeah, 11.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
Maybe our armor was hiding somewhere in the ballroom and we should have looked for that first.
You see another dancer wearing your armor.
What the heck?
Hey, get that back.
This is why Ste'yn never takes off her armor.
10 minutes and I need that armor off, mister.
Ripping it off.
Mister.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's its turn. Ste'yn. Ste'yn.
Oh, sorry. I'm staying.
I was waiting for that to happen.
Okay, we're gonna care glare. No, wait, never mind. Because I can't do both of those things. what did I say I was going to try? Because I had it all figured out in my head. We're going to upcast Guiding Bolt to a 2nd level and try that.
Whoop.
All right. Just so you know, you are in melee with it, and since that is a ranged attack, you would have disadvantage on it.
Never mind. We'll try something different.
Okay.
I'll do Vampiric Touch instead.
Karita could, in
Nice,
fact,
nice.
cast range while in melee, in case you ended up melee somehow.
Oh, no,
She
wait.
has
That's
Spell
that's
Sniper.
concentration, and that's going to get rid of the thing. Which, we're all at half health. I don't know.
You've also got Blight, which
That's what I was going to go to next. I was just going to ask, is Blight one? But it's a concentration, and I'm not sure about these. Or not concentration, it's a con save. And I'm not sure about these saves. But we'll try it. Why not?
Con is not Dex. If Dex is her highest, we might have a chance with Con or anything else.
And it'll still do
Half damage.
half damage, and
yeah.
8d8 is pretty serious no matter what you're going to get.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Unless it's, immune to necrotic damage, as we might find out in a minute.
Immune to all
Right.
forms of damage. Cannot be touched.
I need a con save.
Natural 1.
Woo!
Does that mean it takes double the damage?
No, unfortunately, this is a spell and it has advantage against it.
Boo.
So it gets to roll again.
That is still going to fail, but it's not a natural 1. Yeah, that is only an 8.
Woohoo! Roll
Con
some
saves
damage.
are not as high as Dex.
Good to know, good to know.
45.
Very nice.
Wow.
It looks like it takes all of it too.
Yeah. Okay, necrotic works.
Sucker.
It is looking bloody.
Finally. Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Anything for your bonus action?
I don't think there's much for me to do.
Probably not,
Yeah.
since you passed the level spell. That brings us to Viola.
Oh, did I need to was Hunter's Mark, did that need to be rolled for? Is that concentration or something?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Okay. I have since needed to roll for that. I apologize.
No worries. Constitution saving throw.
Con save.
I think there is a thing that they get at that rangers can get at later levels where they don't have to. They like automatically make concentration checks for that or something. But for Hunter's Mark. But anyway,
It's a 14?
14. That is enough.
Okay, cool. Hunter's Mark stays.
He never took 30 points of damage at once, so.
Yay. If I did, I'd be very close to being on the ground. Let's keep kicking its butt. Let's do it. Rapier. I'm like, which die do I want to use? I'm scared of all of my dice now. That's a 24 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yes, and now we're gonna vex it or whatever it is we do.
It is vexed.
Plus Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
So we have our D6.
Very vexing.
Why are these dice so mean? 3 plus that's 6 more piercing damage.
6 total?
Yes, 6 total piercing damage. And then we're going to.
It's going to use its reaction to take half of that as it makes its toxic escape. It teleports.
You nasty little beast.
We've entered the second phase of the boss fight, y'all.
Oh no!
You nasty little macaroni
No,
noodle.
get away from our friend!
Uh-oh.
It suddenly appears right next to you, Karita, with an explosion of yellow ooze. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yeah.
Can Viola even get
Okay,
that
that's
far?
a 15.
Yeah.
30.
15 is the DC.
Wow.
You feel poison suddenly enter your system, and you were very close to just going out, being incapacitated, and you resist the effect barely.
Yuck.
Um,
This is not what I planned.
eek. So
That's darker brown square you have to go around because that's a pillar.
that's true.
But I think you still have plenty of.
I feel like these are not.
movement.
This is not accurate math, but we've been running with it. But this is not accurate math.
It's also not like terribly important.
Sure.
You know, like
We're
it's
gonna
not
get-
exact, like whatever.
We're gonna get Viola back up here. Now the thing is, she has two attacks on her one action.
You can still make your second attack.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, and this one's with advantage because of the vexings. Excellent. 16 plus 7, which is math that hits. So it's it's the D8. Is it the hunter's mark again?
Yep.
Okay.
Every attack.
Every attack.
Awesome. Oh, so much better. That's 13 piercing damage.
Very nice.
And then her bonus action with her offhand, which is the short sword, which has advantage because of vexing again.
Yep.
Disgusting.
And gets the hunter's mark.
Disgusting. Oh, I don't think I added hunter's mark last time. Unless I just rolled what you told me to. That's another 16 plus 7. So
It's
sorry, that's not plus 7. That's her short sword.
it's
Oh, it is 7. Just kidding.
Hit,
So that's the D6 plus the D6.
And then plus 3.
Yes, that's another 13 piercing damage.
Very nice. It's looking rough.
That was her bonus action, and movement. Yeah, awesome, cool.
Carita.
Okay.
Spells in melee range. Let's go, girl.
I'm looking at what we can do.
Don't listen to me.
Let's
You
see.
Thunderstep.
Thunderstep's gonna hurt Viola.
I
It's
can
okay,
take
I
it.
give you permission.
See, I knew it. I felt it in my heart. Viola's like, it's okay.
Then you know what? Fine, we'll Thunderstep.
Woo!
But wait, can't you do shape spell or whatever? Is that not a thing?
Sculpt spell. Yes, you
That's the thing.
can.
We're gonna sculpt the spell.
So this does not affect Viola. And I
Not
believe that
about
is a
success.
con save.
It is a Constitution save. Yes.
Alrighty. That is a 18.
Okay, so you'll take half damage. That I rolled pretty good though for those 3d10. That's 16 plus 7 is 23 points of damage, which will be halved to 11. And then I am yeeting out of there to over here.
Yeet.
Yeah.
In a similar but sort of reversed move from the Yakul, there's an eruption of thunderous sound, and you bolt. You vanish and disappear by the other pillar.
Yep, so that's a 3rd level spell slot to mark off.
Got it.
Brenna.
Alrighty.
We already cast
It is the Yakul's turn. And
Yakul
left
little
alone
lady.
with only one combatant, it will make
Let's
all
go.
of its attacks on Viola.
I'm ready. I'm ready to die for my friends.
That is a 22 to hit and a 14 to hit.
Ah, but she has her thing, so it's +1. So she has a 15 AC because she has her swords out.
No, the 14's included in that. It's already included.
Never mind. It's a 14.
So beats it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You're gonna take 19 from the first. 19 points of acid damage from the first.
Uh-huh.
I'm
And
still standing.
20 points of damage.
She's
Not anymore.
Unfortunately, that is all of its turn, though, so it can't finish her off.
Ah.
Daggum.
Ste'yn.
I bonus action spare the dying, I think. I think that's what we do, right? Is that correct?
You can. That is definitely something you can do.
You
It
can
will.
also heal if you would like.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Spare the Dying only stabilizes, it would not wake up Viola.
Okay.
Yes.
It would just mean that she's not going to make death saving throws. Which, because of Beacon of Hope, she would make any death saves with advantage.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Isn't that nice?
That is nice.
Much healing.
Can I? Yeah, we're gonna go over there, and we'll upcast. She has a turn before that, so I think she can second wind. So let's do. Is it Care Glare? That's the bonus action.
Yes.
Can I still upcast it as a bonus action?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm gonna upcast it to second level just to give her a little bit more cushion.
Okay.
And so
be-
that is 17.
21.
Full, right? Full healing?
Oh, it adds 2 more.
Yeah.
So it adds,
Yes.
so 21. Okay. I don't know how to make the death saves go away. Here we go.
21 points of healing to Ste'yn. Or to
Viola.
Viola.
From Ste'yn to Viola.
Mhm.
Okay. I think
As
I
it
got
should
that change
be.
I made
From
on there.
Viola as Ste'yn.
Canonically
and
accurate.
So then she'll try and hit with Harvester again. How about?
Alrighty, go for it.
That is 23.
That hits.
So then uh 3 slashing and then 3 radiant.
It is barely holding on.
Woo!
Oh,
Take it out.
get her, Viola.
Oh, is it
Get
Viola's
it,
turn again?
whatever it is. Not her necessarily. Well, it was
It
her
is.
at one point in time.
It is Viola's turn.
Fantastic.
Let's go.
Sounds like it's time for some sweet, pretty revenge. She's going to.
Use half your movement to get up.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I don't think she's moving anywhere. She's gonna stand up. She's going to draw her blades back out, and she's going to vengefully lash out at this creature. Disgusting thing with her rapier. Oops, I don't know why I don't know why I rolled 2 dice for that. That was silly. That's not good. That's only a 12 to hit her first attack.
Misses.
That's really frustrating because when I rolled 2 dice for some reason, I don't know why, I rolled a nat 20. That's much better. That is a plus, it's over 20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Did you use Vex on, because you had Vex, I think all of your attacks hit the last time, so you would have still had advantage this time.
I think so.
Oh, so the first rolls counted?
So you would have actually gotten that.
So that's a nat 20 from before. So nat 20. Cool. We love to see it. So we're doubling our dice.
You can roll the damage if you want to, but it has 2 hit points left. So how do you want to do this?
Just for the fun! Ah! Oh, I rolled so badly on my dice anyway. Fantastic. It's at least 2 though. She gets up with the help of her best friend in the whole world, who even in this weird other world is still proving to help her as her best friend, who would never let her down. And so for her, and even their new friend, but mainly for her best friend, she gets back up, tears out her rapier, and just slices through the macaroni beast and all of its disgusting Velveeta blood.
As you slice through this horrifying demon yellow creature, it seems to be unable to hold its form together, and it just collapses in on itself, this puddle of ooze that sort of evaporates and fades and dissolves into nothing all at once, except for there on the ground is a small yellow square cube.
Is it a lemon
Looks
bar?
like a slice of lemon cake.
The missing
We've found
cake.
the dessert. Put it back so we can go home.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
So help me. So help me.
Viola will pick. Is it on a plate or it's just like sitting on the floor, this piece of cake?
It is just sitting on the floor.
Oh, gross. Can someone get a plate? Can I, like, scoop this up?
Just come on. Just pick it up and let's go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. She'll kind of like get around this piece of cake and like scoop it into her hands, kind of, and it's all crumbly. And it's like, okay, where do we put it?
The table.
Okay.
She'll
Does it
sort of
matter
point
which
out where it looks
spot?
like it was incomplete.
Okay.
She'll put the cake down.
Alrighty. As you go to complete this sigil,
I'll miss my dress. Goodbye, dress.
no, you feel you feel like this might be the end of this adventure. You feel confident that this will get everything back to normal. So you know that this is your moment. If you have any parting words for 2 members of Vivere.
Oh yeah, before she puts the plate down, she looks back at, I guess, herself and at Ste'yn, and she says, well, thank you for helping with wherever we wound up, and as I knew you would, as heroes, you'd figure this out and get us out of here, and I hope that you keep making great stories for all of us to hear, and you have no idea how much you inspire us. Even little folks like me who don't really go out and do much, we just study at tables, but it's nice to know that even little people like us can be heroes with the right inspiration. So
You definitely were a hero today.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I remember that wherever I wake up. But give everyone a...
Even if you don't remember it here, you'll carry that in here somewhere.
She like goes to touch her heart, and there's still cake in her hands. Like, oh wait, oh sorry.
There's a little bit of yellow icing on the front of your dress now.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like lemon.
Oh, it's lemon. I love experimenting. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, and wish the others well for me if you do remember. Their Snow and Bo are also just really cool. Well,
We will. It was good to meet you, Karita.
you too. Take care.
Good to be you.
Good to be.
Walk in your shoes for a bit.
That was an excellent
I
tactical
feel like we
use.
understand each other on a very intimate level now.
Yes,
Mhm.
and I've learned so much about how to use my own magic, so thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
She'll put the
Live in
cake
the
on
light.
the plate.
As you place the square of cake in its place, a flash from all of the refreshments on this table as they all light up, the sigil completed, and in a swirl of color, everything vanishes. And Carita, blink and sit up. You are in your bed, and you have the memory of a very delightful dream with two very cool, beautiful people in it. And you look down, and you remember their words to you. Such a lovely dream, so exciting. You look down at your pillow, and you can see stained green just a little bit from your hair.
I shouldn't use powder in my hair. And I shouldn't drink energy drinks when I'm trying to stay up all night.
And that is where we will say goodnight.
Yay!
Thank you, firstly, to my players and also to our wonderful audience for watching. I hope you all had fun. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below where you can find the socials of the Catacombs and its members. Unless there's any parting announcements, I think we will say farewell, travelers, until we meet again. Good night.
Good night.